Hello everybody, how are we doing on this sick nasty day? I feel like I'm very quiet. Let me get turned up a little bit. There we go. Now I'm loud yellow. Unless I'm not. Where's me? Hello. I'm not centered. Cherry. Amilo Grande. Amilo Grande. That is me. That's me, I fear. How are you all doing today? We having a good one? God, I'm still not used to this new angle. I'm still not used to the fact my camera is pointed down at me now. You know what? Give me the other one. No, that's... Fuck. Spoilers. There we go. Give me this one. This one's more comfortable for me. Yeah, the new monitor, as much as I'm happy with the new monitor, the fact that it's, like, taller is, like, I kind of didn't think that through, because my camera is behind my monitor. So now, you know, I'm kind of in a predicament. How are we all doing on this cool day? I got my offie. Sorry for being a tiny bit late to the party today, but you know, I had to get my offie. Schedule was a little bit different this week. Admittedly, I've had a pretty bad week. Pretty rough one. But I had a lovely day Thursday and a lovely day Friday. So now I'm feeling pretty good about shit. It don't matter. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing but a little boo-boo to me. Hell yeah. But yeah. I've been doing alright now. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I think a big part of it is just I'm in a really, how do I put it? I finished the trilogy the other day and I can tell you that, ooh. Okay, I'm excited now. I'm excited. I'm very happy to get into this. I don't know. I'm doing that. I'm just like, I'm in a really bad spot with like, with YouTube, I think. I think that's my problem. I'm in such a fucking creative rut and it pisses me off, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. It's very irritating. Like, I'm working on a video that was supposed to be a nice small video to give me a break from the big shit, and then I just don't fucking work on it. I find it absolutely impossible. I fucking open up Sony Vegas, I do like half an hour's work over the course of like 2 hours, and then I just can't fucking bring myself to do more. Wow. Shit is pissing me off big time. RBY other metagames? I have actually. I have. Mubas was the big one. But I don't know, like oh god, again, there's some shit I wanna make. And then, like, I don't know. I'll get over it eventually. I think I've been doing that a lot lately, where instead of just beating myself up over, like, how fucking bad I am at making videos at the moment, I just kind of, like, tough it out. I just put up with it, right? I just, like, accept that shit is not, like, I just kind of accept that, like, my shit is not together right now, and I'll get over it when I get over it. Like, I don't know, maybe, but then again, I did have, like, a really kind of, like, big break for a week when I had my friend over, and I thought that would, like, refresh me a little bit. Like, oh, now that that's over, I'll be able to jump right back in. And, no, did not happen. And, listen, it's, I mean, shit, like, it's not the biggest issue in the world, right? Like, everything else in my life kicks ass. It's just work that is really getting under my skin right now. So, like, shit could be worse. Small but strict schedule. It kills me how many times I've tried to make a schedule. You know what I mean? Really kills me. Because I've made so many. For a while, I had, instead of, like, my desktop background. If you're so bad at making videos, how do I get to feel about solo being YouTube? I mean, this is like a thing that I had with my psychologist. Like, for a record, that's actually going really well right now. But I've talked about how the first couple meetings, he, like, did not get it at all. I was talking to him, like, yeah, I'm really happy with my videos, but it really fucking gets under my skin that it takes me 5 months to make something that should take 2 or 3. That's what bugs me. And he's like, oh, but doesn't it feel so good after the 5 months? It's not the point. Not the point. But it's fine. listen, there's people who have infinitely bigger problems than a little bit of burnout right now, you know? So, I can't complain. I'll get over it when I get over it. I'll do the best I can. And, again, everything that's not work is going pretty fucking badass for me right now. So, yeah. Anyways, speaking of badass, the Great Ace Attorney 2... Actually, that's kind of a lie. I did just lie to you. Shit. My bad. Because before we do the Great Ace Attorney 2... I was kind of in the... I kind of spoiled this by accident. I could fuck up a Scrandle. I could really fuck up a Scrandle. So, I hope this better not be a goofy one. If this is a goofy, silly Scrandle, I'm gonna be mad. Pie, chips, and gravy. That one's better than the pie. I don't trust that pie. As a musician, I feel those diminishing returns over a long time. It can be tough to get motivation, but I know you push through. Thank you. I mean, it's funny, actually. I was talking about, like, I've had a tough week, but, like, the last two days have been really nice. And yesterday, I went on a little night out with a friend of mine who also is, like, self-employed creative. And she is just coming out of, like, a massive burnout spell. And honestly, that really helped. I think, like, getting to talk about someone in, like, a similar field and, like, kind of vent our frustrations a little bit, it helps. It helps, you know? I do need to just, like, stop, like... It's kind of, like, tough because it doesn't actually lead to me getting more shit done. But going from, like, beating myself up over it to, like, it is what it is does help. That helps, you know? If nothing else, even if I'm not as productive as I should be, that lets me enjoy my free time. Right? That was a big issue I would have. Because I would, like... There were, especially during the Ubers video, there were, like, days where I would, like... do 10 hours work, not be happy with how much I did in that, and then I would just, like, be pissed off at myself all evening, you know? Like, instead of enjoying my free time, I just, like, fucking rot and think about, fuck, I should have done more. And that's not a good feeling. I don't do that anymore, which... That's technically an improvement. Speaking of improvement, fuck. None of that's happening here, clearly. Cheeseburger, chili chips and rice. I mean... Surely it's the chili chips and rice. This does not... I think chili might be a bit of a... I'm kind of not... I feel like I think chili might be an exaggeration. This looks like level 1 bolognese sauce. Cheeseburger by technicality. It's trying its hardest to not be a cheeseburger. The cheese is trying to escape. This is probably like level 1 chili. Also, do note, English. You know this shit has no spice. None. But I still think it's the better pick here. You get more food. For £3.50, you wouldn't complain. Whoa! What the fuck? Roast chicken dinner. This looks like a zoomed in stock image. I don't like this. A roast chicken dinner for that price is good. But, like, this just looks so much better. And for £4.40? You're grey onto something. Absolutely. The only reason this wouldn't win is because of racism. Alright. You're off the hook today, Scrandle. The Riverhawk dog. Chicken? What the fuck? I was right! That's the same image. That is the exact same image. That's the exact same image. Scotland fucking yoinked the roast dinner. What the hell? Is it from Scotland or England, Mr. Scrandle? What's up with that? There's some Scrandle lore here. Something's going on under the hood. I will say though, this is upsetting because whoever got the Riverhawk dog, I'm looking at this. They put ketchup on the hot dog. They put mustard on the hot dog. Where's the relish? The relish is right there. Are they, what's wrong with them? What's wrong? Get your shit together. But this does look yummy. Absurd. Absurd. Pulled pork roll with 2 non-alcoholic top cocktails. Or the chorizo hot dog. with mustard and pesto sauce and a tropical drink. Is that the drink? Like the bag? What if they don't like relish? To be fair, the packet relish might not be the way. Yeah, it is a bit spenny. And it looks quite dry, I must say. I think I'm going with the chorizo hot dog. The bag drink is kind of like, I don't know why we're doing it like that, but I'll take the Infecto dog. Salt and pepper chicken or the bratwursts. Price for one. Wow. I mean, it looks ass, but the price is kind of nutty. But no, I think salt and pepper chicken easy. Never had Coke in a bag? Never. I've never seen that even. That is a very dubious looking curry sauce. Poutine and a beer. $18.50. $18.50. Oh, 740 mils though. That's a big can. Poutine wins because the beer can block out the memory of having to eat either of these. You might be onto something. See, the fact that that's a 740 mils can also helps put the size of this into perspective. I think I'm going for the poutine. Yeah. Case 4 was when Cosmo and Ryu kissed sloppy style and didn't care about the trial, so the defender gets thrown into the vat of acid. Hell yeah. Why are you calling it that? Duck wrap versus the streetwise meal. Okay, this with a drink for £9 is kind of really good. Shout out to brioche bun, that makes me happy. I'm a sucker for a brioche bun. But I think the duck wrap wins. Yeah, no, I just really, it's funny. I don't eat a lot of meat these days, but I love duck. I love duck. It's been years since I ate it, but duck is so fucking good. I probably should have gone for that. On the other hand, though, this is devastating. What happened to that cheese, bro? What happened to that cheese? That cheese looks concerning. I think I have to give it to the bratwurst. At least this bread looks better. That's a scary-ass burger. Cheeseburger with pulled pork and fried chicken? Chicken tenders and fries with a liquid death of 20 pounds. What is your fucking problem? Liquid death, is this not just water? Is liquid death literally not just water? Am I fucking missing something? Yeah, the burger clears, I think. 20 pounds for chicken tenders and water. Yeah, that's criminal. Someone has to go down for that. That's disgusting. They do anything to the pig. That's grim. That's grim. The tenders did not look good either. Peri and chicken and halloumi wrap or pizza. That does look like a yummy slice of pizza. But I do love halloumi. And that's a decently sized wrap. Slice a pizza for less than $2, but I fucking love halloumi. If it's me, I'm picking the one on the left. But also, okay, actually, I don't know. That pizza looks yummy. The Strongest? Wait, they got a stadium called The Strongest? Wait, that's kind of cool. Liquid Death sells water, sparkling water, lemonade, tea, and dead billionaire. Okay, I'll give him that. Arizona Cardinals had a $75 burger that had like 10 patties and 10 chicken fingers and 200 fries or something, but it was free if you finished it. Interesting. Interesting. I feel... How do they verify that you finish it, like, for free? How do they know that you're not just, like, hiding food? I feel like that was a good scramble. That was good. That was good. I was a little above the community average, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Altoona Pizza. You fill me in about what that is. That sounds interesting. As someone who likes a lot of... They had stadium staff looking over your shoulder to make sure your family wasn't allowed to touch it. That's funny as fuck. Daddy, please, I'm so hungry. Can I have but one chicken tender? But one chicken tender. No. Daddy's doing his challenge. Fuck off, son. Daddy needs the free burger. One day you'll understand, son. One day. That's me summoning the game into existence. I did it. I win. Is Daddy like Gregson but with chicken tenders? Yeah, he has the infinite chicken tender. Wait, if it's infinite, that means he does have to pay the 75 bucks. That stinks. No. That's some shit Homer would do to Bart. I will say, when you say 10 patties, is it just 10 patties in one big burger? Or is it just like, do you get 10 burger? Because if it's 10 burger, you could warrant, like, doing that for, like, a group of people. Like, honestly, that's not bad. That's actually not bad from, like, a money perspective. Maybe. No, it might be. No, it is. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, it's bad, actually. I thought about it. I'm trying to think what the most money I've spent on food in one sitting is. It was one huge burger. Yeah, I kind of don't love that. That kind of ruins it. Can you imagine, like, you're just trying to sit down and watch, like, a game, and someone is, like, not, like, red in the face trying to tear up the slop burger right next to you. Someone, like, visibly struggling so they can save 75 bucks. I feel, though, honestly, if you, like, didn't eat for 2 days before going to the stadium, could be huge. Twisted Karma and his last bow. Or bow.
Pipe in hand, Sholmes looked down
Sholmes.
the thick, rolling
I'm
fog
never calling him
outside
that.
our window. I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog, he said.
One.
Indeed, a most bizarre incident, born of a curious advertisement. A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder. An executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night.
Whoa.
And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten room at the edge of town. There is, naturally, always another side to every case, of which most remain ignorant. And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. So quickly now, take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow.
Wilson reveal?
For our adventure is not over yet. Come, the game is afoot.
I'm very curious what they'd be setting up with this one. Okay. I'm waiting to see if the first screen of this... Oh, okay. 5 1/3 pound patties, 5 hot dogs and 5 bratwursts, 20 slices of American cheese, 8 slices of bacon, 8 chicken tenders, 12 ounces of fries, that is tomatoes, pickles, 10-inch bun. You know what? Here's the thing. I could finish that. I could do it. I could do it if I don't eat for 2 days beforehand. But not in a stadium. Not in a stadium. I will be self-conscious. Right? Fucking the people next to me looking at me eating my slop is gonna stress me out more than like my tummy. Genuinely. If you gotta give me like a room, give me like a private viewing area where the staff just be like, "You eating that?" Oh yeah, the heat too. Maybe I couldn't do it. Maybe I'm a fucking liar. Yeah, I'm thinking back. No, I had like 2 breakfast burritos, like in one morning. Like I had one, and then I was like, actually, I would like another one morning, and I was like dying. Maybe I'm not gonna make it. I think I will not. Yeah. No, I'm dying. I'm dying. 8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Cosmo regaining his memory, we were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. Do we get to stay here? Do they love us? Professor Mikatoba is due to arrive at any moment. Yes, I'm so glad we got here in time. Susato-san hasn't been the same since what happened. Not that I'm surprised. The truth about Kazuma-sama's father. Do you suppose my father knew? That he actually was the mass murderer? The professor, you mean? I knew that's what she was thinking about. There's a good chance, I'd say. I mean, they did come here to London together 16 years ago, didn't they? Yes, that's true. Come to think of it, didn't you say that Professor Mikatoba knew about Kazuma going missing in Hong Kong as well? That's right, but for some reason he wasn't at liberty to talk to me about it. That's the shit Snorlax has as leftovers. Don't try the burger, yellow. I'm eating it. I'm eating the fucking nightmare burger, and instead of healing, I'm just losing 1/16 of my health each turn. Like, ah. Oh my god. It's fucked up. I've been playing Colosseum so much lately. I really want to get the leftovers, but goddamn, they make it hard to get good shit in Colosseum. I kind of love it though. The limitations in Colosseum actually make like the hard parts of the game really fun, right? Like I have to do the refight because I fucking failed, but like getting the Shadow Metagross and being so fucking excited and then realizing that like I have nothing good to give it is like, fuck, what am I even turning this Metagross into? What is this going to be? Because you think of a good Metagross moveset and I just can't fucking make it. Right? I think it's gonna end up being like best case scenario, like Meteor Mash, Shadow Ball, Psychic Protect, which isn't phenomenal. And even then, where the fuck do you get Shadow Ball in Colosseum? I don't know. It's a funny ass game, but I do love it to pieces. That probably means he knows then. And I used my 1 Earthquake TM on fucking Flygon, so that's like, you know, that's that out the window. About Cosmo showing up him in London with amnesia, and then he's regained his memory now. Ah, there she is! Whoa! That's the judge, isn't it? God damn, he looks tough. He looks fucking awesome. This is a big improvement over seeing the full-body judge in investigations. Hello, Susato, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. We're delighted you've arrived safe and sound. Maybe I can hope for a good hidden power on that fucking thing, who knows? Hello, Mr. Naruhodo, very kind of you to take the trouble to meet us here. Oh no, not at all, it's my pleasure. We've heard about your extraordinary exploits here in London, you know. The news has crossed the seas. It has? I always look forward to reading the monthly reports that arrive with the steamships from Britain. I nearly said Berlin. Well, thank you very much. Who is this man, and why do I feel as though I've seen him before? I take it from your expression that you can't quite place me. In that case, how about a little reminder, Sishiro? A firm tap should do it. Yes, a firm tap. Here we go then. That's cute. I like that. This in Dead Silence is really fun. Guilty. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I want to carry that out. It's so cute. When he's, like, not in a courtroom, he looks really cute. It looks like a fucking Paper Mario hammer. Large yellow. That's his hammer! Well, actually, that's quite small. That's small yellow. Reminded that many memos said he knew about Cosmo's body disappearing in 2-1. Ooh. That's a good point, actually. I'd completely forgotten about that. I take too long to play these games. expecting. Ouchie jump scare. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Your Excellency. Hello, Judge Jikoku. How are you? It's been a long time. Ha 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 ha. Good, you've remembered now. That really did the trick. God damn, he looks cool. Guilty. Ha 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 ha. He's having fun. I like him. Only I was declared not guilty, wasn't I? And there was no laughing at the time. So, London again after all this time. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. To be honest, I never thought I'd be back. Neither did I. I can't imagine Japan would ever be invited to an international symposium like this. Though I really doubt anyone did, to be honest. It's all thanks to you, isn't it, Senshiro? God damn, he looks dapper. His fit is killer. He's got that shit on. What are you talking about, Eugene? I like that he's... I like Jigoku a lot. He's having fun. Judge Jigoku, he must complete the set. He's the other man who 16 years ago came to London with Kazuma's father and Professor Mikitoba. The judge is kind of a Chad here. Yeah. He's the third visiting scholar. And also his beard is badass. I must say I'm very envious of your ministerial status. You didn't have to go through any of that, did you? Ah, I knew you were jealous. Sorry? Ministerial status. Senshiro here is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. It was his personal insistence that allowed you to take Kazuma's place here on this study tour. Guilty as charged. Ah, he's having fun. Oh, well, thank you very much. He's really every bit as important as he looks. He is rocking the Charlie Chaplin a little bit. Yes, now Naruhodo. I received a telegram from Lord Strongheart yesterday. Oh, you did? It appears that some things came to light in the trial that you were involved with 8 days ago. About what happened 10 years ago. That tragedy. Yes, could you tell us any more about it? No. I'm going to examine the judge. Your journey from Japan, Kazuma's father. How was the voyage here? Well, 50 days at sea is a long time by anyone's standards, yeah, that's true. But it wasn't as bad as when we first came 16 years ago. No, that's true. Then I truly wondered if we wouldn't be drifting in the vast ocean for the rest of our lives. This time we followed the same route as you, so we were able to relax and enjoy the experience. So you stopped in France's beautiful capital, Paris? We did, yes. Though only for one night. And yesterday evening, we left the port of Dunkirk for Dover. Just in time for the symposium, in fact. It starts tomorrow. It's wonderful that you were invited to attend such an important international event. I'm very proud of you, Father. Even if you did eat that $75 burger and not fucking give me any. Fuck you, buddy. It's all thanks to Senshiro here. 16 years ago, he managed to ingratiate himself with Britain's Attorney General. I'm sure that's why he was invited. And I suppose you could say, oh my god, why am I remembering this now? Wait, this is the most random thing. Okay, this was awesome, actually. It was awesome, but also, like, fuck, I wish I could have been there. A friend hit me up the other day, because she's at this, like, tournament in Germany, having a grand old time. I wish I could have made it, but it would have been a bit tight. And she told me what the mystery game was. There was a tournament that I couldn't go to with Worms 3D mystery game. I'm so happy it happened. I'm happy that there are Worms 3D shooters in the modern day, but goddamn, I wish I could have been there. I would have tore them up. I would have tore them up. I'm the realest Worms 3D head on the block, I fear. Speak for yourself, Eugene. You were close friends with the Professor of Forensic Science at a major hospital. Yes, well, I'd rather not dredge all that up, really. No, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, but it doesn't bring him back. Kazuma's father, I suppose. The Professor, the killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy, was actually Kazuma's father, wasn't he? That's correct. Genshin Asogi. Genshin. You knew, I presume, father. Yes. He was a close friend at the time. Genshin came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. I've never understood what drove the man to commit such heinous acts. It was a closed trial, so the public never knew the truth, and he was executed with little ado. To this day, very few people know what really happened, even in our homeland. What about Cosima? Did he know? Did he know the truth about his father? No, of course not. He was told his father passed from sickness. However, I suspect he may have had his doubts. Oh, why? As you know, I tried to guide Cosima growing up, as if he were my own son. Then one day, he came to my office at the university and said, I've decided I want to travel to Great Britain and study there. Do you think he wanted to come here to investigate his father's death? I don't know. When I looked into his eyes, I did know that there was no way I'd be able to stop him. Something else came to light in that trial the other day, actually. Oh, what? Well, having disappeared in Hong Kong and being missing for always a year, Cosmo has since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van Zees. What? They didn't know? That's news to us. So, Lord Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that part then. Also, I really like the judge's shocked expression. Cosmo's reappearance. As you know, we both thought Cosmo had died on the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain in January. But he didn't die. He's alive. As you knew, didn't you, father? In actual fact, no. What I did know is that when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished. What are your favorite cases? Mine's... Oh, so all from this game, except for 3.5. For me, it would be so far. I won't mention any from this game because I want to get the whole picture before I really, like, nail anything in. But I would say... the Great Ace Attorney 1.5. Investigations 2.5. Investigations 2.3. And... 2.4? Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Is there any that I'm missing? Maybe 4.4 is up there too, but it's definitely below all of them. 4.4 is close. 4.4 is really close. But I don't quite know if it's on that level. 4.4 has a lot of personal bias behind it. And also you can just throw like... 1.4 doesn't even make the list. Well, if we're talking like top. Surprised you have it lower than 3.5. Oh. No, I have it above 3.5. I still think 3.5 is really good. But 3.5 is like on the lower end of the top 10 for me. Oh, shit, I forgot 4.1. No, yeah, 4.1 is... Yeah, no, 4.1 is above 2.4, actually. Yeah, okay, if I had to do a top 5, it would be the Great Ace Attorney 1... From number 1 to number 5. The Great Ace Attorney 1.5. Investigations 2.5. 4.1. Then... 2.4. The Great Ace... And then Investigations 2.3. That's what I would say. I think that's my top 5. I think that's pretty fair. That is when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished. I meant higher. I adore... How can a tutorial case be better than the final cases? Mostly Phoenix. It's mostly Phoenix. His characterization is incredible. And because it's a tutorial case, it's nice to have such a good case that's like condensed and so contained. Right? I think 4.4 might be like... 4.4 is really good too. I know a lot of people don't fuck with it. For me, 4.4 might be like lower end of top... 4-4 is like a little bit below 3-5 maybe. Like on the lower end of the top 10. Maybe just outside it, it's hard to say. Is when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished. We sent a team of investigators to Hong Kong to try and ascertain what had happened, but to no avail. But he's still alive, and here in London, you say? I never dared to even dream of it. Why on earth did the young man not make contact? The government and the police have been chasing clues fruitlessly for months now. Well, it seems he was suffering from amnesia. Amnesia? When we first came across him again here in London, he didn't know who either of us were. I see. He only regained his memory 8 days ago. This is unbelievable. Yes, it's quite miraculous. I wonder why Lord Strongheart didn't let us know. I must speak with him urgently. I wonder how Cosmo has been these past few days. Would it be wrong of us to go and visit him? No, we're just going to talk about your time in Britain. We're going to have a little chat. But yeah, I adore 4-1. I really, really do. Definitely best played after the trilogy. I feel like if Apollo Justice was your first game, I don't think you'd I don't think 4-1 hits as hard. I am also just an Ace Attorney 4 shill in general. Like, honestly, it's my favorite out of the OG6. I really love that game. I began 16 years ago now. It's a distant memory, really. It was Eugen here, Genshin Asogi, and myself. We were the original 3. The big 3? The first judicial scholars from Japan to travel overseas to study. Ocean voyages were not what they are today, I can tell you. 16 years ago, things were tough for their generation. Your father was an exceptionally fine medical student at Yume University at the time, you know, young lady. Yes, grandmother told me. He went to do research at a great London hospital to study autopsy, practically unheard of here in Japan. Sorry, in Japan. It was an eerie place sandwiched between the back of a prison and a burial ground. Not more talk of graves. Very often, there's no one willing to deal with bodies following autopsy work. So you see, autopsy labs have something of an unavoidable relationship with graveyards and prisons. Not my cup of tea at all. Do you remember that Scottish prison governor? Kaiden, his name was. He was a good man. But then, of course, in our 6th year here, everyone changed with that dreadful case. When Genshin was arrested for a series of the most gruesome murders. He got the dog on him. I couldn't believe it. I'd known the man for years. I was a witness at the secret hearing and I tried to speak in his defense, but you went a little too far and ended up facing charges yourself, didn't you? Suffice to say that after that trial, we were sent back to Japan. There was nothing more we could do to save Genshin. He was a lost cause, sadly. Judges Snorlax, Mikitoba is Tauros, and Genshin is Chansey because Chansey's F-tier and dead, and you should only run Chansey-less. I want to be Eggy. If you'll excuse us now. Yes, I'd like to get this trunk up to my room as soon as possible. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll call for the porter then. Just wait here. And here's the zipper. I'd like to stay and talk more, but I have various preparations to make for tomorrow. Ace Attorney, so true. It must be a big responsibility representing your entire country. I wish you the best of luck. Yeah, the twist is absolutely fucking phenomenal. I hope you'll keep an eye on Susato for me. Keep looking after her as... I mean, if anyone's looking after anyone, it's her looking after me. Well, I do appreciate you being there for her, after all. I've been a miserable father to her. I've thoroughly let her down. Sorry? What do you mean? It was 16 years ago that I started my long study tour here in Britain, as you know. At the very year Susato was born, I heard. The birth of my daughter was the most joyous event of my life, but... well, sadly it was accompanied by the most tragic event of my life, too. Susato-san hinted at something like that. I won't bore you with the details. The point is, I became rather less dependable than befits a grown man, and it was then that Seshiro offered me the opportunity to study here in Great Britain. I too was worried. I was too worried about you to leave you behind, so perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London. So that's what happened in a nutshell. And that's also the reason why I now feel compelled to give my daughter as many opportunities as I dare. But the world does not readily afford young women such things, I must say. I completely understand, Professor. One other thing, Naruhodo. If I may be so bold, I have a favor to ask you. The music cut out. This is fucking serious. Oh, really? Of course. What can I do for you? You need to kill Kazuma. Hang on, I fucking recognize this guy. I'm sorry that took so long. Mr. Sato. Now then, allow us to take your bags. Allow me to take your bags. One moment, if you please, Porter. Of course, sir. That machine around your neck. It's a camera, I believe. Is he drinking on the job? Quite right, sir. Just 5 shillings for a lovely photograph to commemorate a wonderful stay at the hotel, sir. I like that his teeth are the same color as his jacket. Juror from 1-3. Yeah! That fucking guy. I knew him somewhere. I like his green teeth. Well, I think given the occasion, we could justify the expense. Yes, yes, of course. He's so shocked all the time. Aw, that's cute. I'd like to thank you for coming with me, Mr. Naruhodo. It's really made Father very happy, I think. Oh, well, I'm pleased then, but we were interrupted before. Professor Mikatoba was about to ask me something. Shall we return to Baker Street then? He is a working-class man in the UK. Oh, yeah! True! Yeah, no shit his teeth are green. It's the 1900s. Also, I don't know why this is coming to mind all of a sudden. I'm getting more and more anxious about Cosmo, though. Perhaps I'll try to meet with Strongheart later and ask after him. New location's been added. Honolulu Hotel. Do we want to go here? Do we want to go to Schlong's? Next case is 6 drawers, all of which are cool. That's a lie. You're trying to scare me. You're trying to scare me. You made that up. I can't believe... Don't fucking scare me like that. Corn Girl is gonna be the main villain. Can't fucking wait. Speaking of, I don't know why I'm remembering this all of a sudden. I will have to do... I think I'll have to do a stream of, like, custom levels for this game eventually, because it's so interesting. I've talked a couple times about that, that bot that I follow, the one that posts, what's it? I talk about that account that I follow on Blue Sky that posts custom, like, user-made Marble Blast levels every hour, and there's some real winners in there. But I had a look at some custom levels today, and there was one that blew my fucking mind. It was someone trying to make a creepypasta in Marble Blast Gold, and it was literally, like, normal level, but there's fucking text pop-ups that turn into gibberish, and the lighting is red, and fucking MarbleBlast.exe is like, oh, I'm gonna kill you if you do the level, and then a guy comes in and it's like, hey, I'm Charles the Marble, listen to me instead of MarbleBlast.exe. And, like, it sucked, but it was really cute. It was like this. It was very clearly someone just smashing, like someone just smashing two of their interests together, and I was like, you know, I could not bring myself to hate this. This is very fun. It's not fun. Level was not enjoyable, but it was like I had a dumb smile on my face the whole time. Here's the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I've supplemented your original with the figures you asked for from the yard. I see, excellent work, thank you. You're welcome, my lord. What's Lord Van Zeek's doing here? Seems there will be an awful lot of tension in the air, wouldn't you say? This place is stifling enough as is. We really don't need any more tension. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. My apologies, I didn't notice you come in. Your small stature and dark dress make you all but invisible to me. Rude! Rude! Oh, no, it's entirely my fault for wearing black, I'm sure. From now on, you must dress in white from head to toe whenever you come here. Now then, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, my lord? I'm right here. Kill me now. Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you. Oh no, not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room at such a perfect temperature. This fucking guy. If you're sure, the beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise. Because of the daggers you're staring at me with, mainly. As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear, madam. Oh, yes, that's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to have been invited. My god. I'll leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands then, Lord Van Zeeks. I will attend at once. Ooh, that fucking look. He gave you a very cold stare as he left, didn't he? I know, but I haven't done anything, have I? These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say. My dedicated right hand of many years was recently put out of action in spectacular fashion. Yeah, I wonder who did that. That's weird. Oh my fucking god. Naruhodo, can you lock in? Can you be serious for 2 fucking seconds? He's talking about Dr. Scythe. Ah, of course. I'm terribly sorry about that. I was just, fear not. You've done nothing wrong. Dr. Scythe's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation. You needn't concern yourself with it any further. It would be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me. Lord Van Zeeks is doing an admirable job of holding the fort, though disturbingly, his apprentices have been missing since yesterday. Oh, missing? What's become of Cosmos Salma now? Well, yeah, that's what I want to ask him. Where's Tell me where he is now! Stop doing that! Not long ago, visitor numbers to the Great Exhibition exceeded 30 million. 30 million? Are there even that many people in the world? As a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, the population of the imperial capital Tokyo is 2 million. I will be opening the International Forensic Science Symposium in the exhibition's main auditorium. This event has been 2 years in the making, 2 years of preparations and negotiations with other countries. It sounds like a tremendous achievement. Congratulations. The 20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques, and cooperation between policing organizations around the globe will be essential, which is why we're killing you! This landmark first symposium had to be hosted here at the heart of our great British Empire, in order that Scotland Yard can become the leading investigative organization in the New World. You're every bit as passionate in your own way, I'm sure, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm the only person in this country who truly cares about a future that embraces forensic science. No, you made that up, I think. Yeah, you kind of made that up. That's kind of a lie. It was my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General and reform the yard from the ground up. So the disgrace of the forensic investigation team has been a bitter blow to my ambitions. I first established the forensic investigation team a year ago, experimentally to start with. With Dr. Scythe at the helm, it was steadily accruing an impressive record of achievement. I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to a full-blown forensic investigation department. And, can you not do that now? Obviously, nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment. Even I can't keep this story out of the papers. 6 million Londoners will be cursing forensic science now. This incident will set back our country's advancement in the field a good 10 years, I'd say. Ooh. We simply couldn't have overlooked what had happened, though. Of course not. We should all be grateful to you both. Anyway, I'll still reform this country's policing when I become Attorney General. Might delay my plans, but it won't alter them. Nothing will stand in my way. About Lord Van Zeek's apprentice. Yes, that came as a surprise to me, I must say, that you and he are old friends. How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zeeks in the first place? It came about 3 months ago. An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by border police. They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel. So he stowed away to get here. He had no papers to identify him, no passport, and he was suffering from amnesia too. Other than the fact that he was clearly of Eastern descent, there were no clues as to who he was. So I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zeeks. That way I could keep an eye on him. Why the mask? I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zeeks with tiresome explanations about why he had an Eastern apprentice. Because it would be so much easier to explain why he was wearing a mask. He's proving to be a great help to Lord Van Zeeks. I have high hopes for his future. Do you know where he's gone? No idea, but I believe he's left London for the time being. I take it you also didn't know that the man's father was one of our country's most infamous criminals, I mean. Genshin Asogi. Yeah, that's not great. Don't love that. What we learned from that trial 8 days ago was a huge shock. Finding out my friend's father was, yes, Genshin Asogi. The professor case 10 years ago caused a great stir here in Britain. There were such awful murders, and unprecedented, using a ferocious dog as a murder weapon. And no one would have believed the culprit was a foreign student invited to study here by the government. So the true identity of the killer couldn't be made public then, and can't be made public now. Nobody in your country knows it was him, and neither do the citizens of London. No, this theme is great. The main motivation was to avoid aggravating relations between our two nations at the time, I understand. Correct. However, it has to be noticed that there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause. Supporters of a mass murderer? The majority of the man's victims were a blight on the aristocracy of the day. The majority of the man's victims were a blight on the rich people. There we go. Somewhat ironically, their deaths actually benefited society as a whole. Also, a fair few thinkers in London believed anyway. Right, I see. But it was still murder, wasn't it? It seems very similar, doesn't it? To the idea of the Reaper of the Bailey. True. Rubs chin curiously. Hello, big stinky loser. Wrong. Sorry, big stink loser. One big stink singular, not big stink. I will have you know. Oh, I am big stiff loser though. Ow, my bones. Oh. 1st November, Shloms is sweet. Wee wee. Is that good? A man screaming in a most unflattering way. Do you think it could have been Mr. Shloms? I do hope not. What the fuck is any of this? Oi, I don't do it anymore. Mon ami, mon ami. Stop this disgraceful display, Who are these people? His design is fun. Look at their hair, it's bright red. They must be clients of Mr. Shloms. Right, you two, you're coming with me now, down to the clink. No, not in prison. It's dark and damp, and I don't like it. Boff, the darkness, it is my friend. I am not scared. But you're always scared of the dark. Shut your mouth, you idiot. I will sit quietly in the dark and plan our next daring heist. I don't like this. I don't like it. We'll talk. We'll finish this down in the yard. Now get moving. The fuck is the state of these two? Bye then, Ginny. Have fun. Now they're both the crier. Oh yeah, thanks, Cyrus. And thanks, you great detective. Gina makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she? Oh, Susie and Runa. Hello, Iris. We're welcome. Sorry, we're home. What the fuck do I mean, we're welcome? Well, did you find your daddy? Yes, we arrived at the hotel just before he and his friend. Oh, well that's great news. I hope I'll get to see my daddy again soon. Your daddy dead as hell. Ah, yes, of course. Dr. John H. Wilson. So Iris, all that remains now is that greatest of problems known to man. Whoa! Why he red though? Why he red though? He looks good with red actually. I kind of like it. That's fun. I kind of like it. Before we concern ourselves with that, I believe some tea is in order, don't you, dear fellows? Red hair and pronouns. Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? Do I have a crumb or such like on my face? I love his fucking moves. He's so fun. Not so much on your face as on your head, I'd say. Come along then, everyone. We're just not acknowledged. Okay, sure. We're just... Okay. The elephant in the room remains unaddressed. Whatever is going on here today. What if that's not Shlom's? Let us sit and drink now. For I am, in fact, expecting a guest later today. Why he red? We're just, okay, yeah, we really aren't. Shlums would absolutely say level up or after solving a mystery. No, you know what he would do? In his bio, instead of saying, like his age, it would say level and then his age. He would be, isn't he 33? Yeah, he's 33, right? Did I make that up? Where's people? 34! Wait, did his birth? I swear he was 33. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Zeke's is 33. Oh. Everyone's something 3. Rubs chin curiously. Mr. Shloms, who were the 2 gentlemen that were here before? Oh yeah, we did. He could have gotten older. We did get disbarred. There's some time happening. I hope I got invited to his birthday party. Who were the 2 gentlemen that were here before? Oh, just a pair of petty criminals. Nothing of significance. Of course, they have to make a living somehow. And when the mood takes me, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to all manner of infractions. When the mood takes you, all manner of infractions. But when such fellows set their sights on Mr. Herlock Shloms, well, that's when their luck runs out. You were the target of a crime, Mr. Shloms? But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to our young detective ally. Oh. You should have asked Gregsy to come too, then we could have had an arresting tea party. I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. The man is consummately in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Aha, I have it. A bungalow. That's some shit I would say. I love him. He's so wonderful. It's a good job he's not here to hear you say that. Fucking bungalow. Those redheads have been up to no good. Whoa. Pop the brakes, buddy. I wonder what the men did. What's the greatest problem? Give me the scoop, man. What was that about the greatest of problems known to man that you mentioned before? Is it another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Shloms? Another reason why he has red hair but you don't want to know? Big tomato. Big tomato. How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance? What? What? Sure, alright, grand, yeah, I guess we're doing that. He's red for an amazing reason. Name one bad detective in Ace Attorney. That's right, you can't. I don't think I can, actually. I don't think I can name, because they have a very good track record with detectives. See, part of me wants to say Fulbright, but that's only because of what they do with him. He's awesome. So, Neil Marshall? Yeah, maybe. Well, I think I've heard talk of it somewhere, possibly. It's a revolutionary scientific theory that was newly proposed 40 years ago now. According to its author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops. Wait, what? We were apes? Indeed, and from the very moment those apes descended from the canopy to live as humans, it has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man. Our lot? What is the great problem, Mr. Schlorms? Monkey. Why is it not obvious, my dear madam? The problem of rent. The fuck? Wait, hang on. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you... Is he saying he wants to go back to monkey? He wants to go back to apes. Because he's like, dude, it's fucked. You know what this is? This is like... He's like, I hate that I have to pay rent. This shit's stupid. I want to be an ape and live in the tree. Monkey no pay rent. Monkey live in tree and eat banana. Why can't I live in tree and eat banana? Ah. Did you not receive a rather large sum of money from Madame Spells only the other day? For sure, a large sum? One potted herb for Iris and a new motor car for me later. You know you squandered it. He got a fucking car. What? I discovered the answer to man's greatest problem for the coming month at least. And what was the answer? Why, there is a substantial clue before your very eyes. Is he joining the fucking circus? Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. There is one very particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice it in the end, I think. It's not the fucking hair. It's been stabbing me in both eyes right from the very beginning of our conversation. I think we might need another clue before we uncover the full answer, Mr. Naruhodo. Thanks for the hint. I'll be tearing my hair out if this charade goes on much longer. Can I, out of curiosity... No, I wanted to examine him. I gotta examine this, though. The mask Cosmo wore when he was assigned to the Lord Van Zeeks as his apprentice. When he cast it aside after the trial the other day, I just sort of picked it up. We ought to give it back to him, I suppose, but he has his memory back now, doesn't he? And I can't help feeling he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself. But isn't he your best friend? Put on your normal mask. He's gonna join the circle. No! Oh, my goat washed. My goat washed. He can... I need him to, like... Okay, here's what he does. We need him to join the Berry Big Circus, and then he needs to take Iris's gun, and then he just needs to blast Ben point blank, right? He needs to blow his shit clean off. Mr. Schlomes, it isn't about time you told us the truth. Just over a week ago, you said to us... Whoa, 50 stream streak? That's fucking awesome. Thank you. That's really cool. It means a lot. Hell yeah. I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. Oh, he looks pissed. He's pissed. That case aboard the SS Burrier in January. Cosmo wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. So what was really going on? The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril. Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you well know. It was a simple enough task to silence the crew, but how? After they carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse. How horrible. It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course. Why do it in the first place? I will be at liberty to elaborate in due course. But for the time being, I would like to reassure you. I didn't foresee subsequent events. What events? His disappearance in Hong Kong. I believe that I may have made a gross error of judgment, Mr. Schloms. What's that all about? What's he talking about? I wonder where we go now. Is there stuff here? Yeah, there's stuff. There's green. What to do? The fact that father has been invited to this important international event really makes me very proud to be his daughter. Your father, Judge Shikoku, us, and Cosimo, of course. There's an ever-increasing number of Japanese here in Britain's capital, isn't there? When Shloms is serious, it's like when someone kicks a puppy. Yeah. He's kind of like, it's so, like, I love serious Shloms. I really love it. Goddamn, we're gonna go a whole ass game with me just calling him Shloms. Well, yes, I suppose so. But London does still have a population of 6 million people, so I think we're still a minority. Susato-san's father, who came here as a visiting student 16 years ago, and Cosimo, it's almost as if some great power has been at work, drawing them here across the ocean to London. And I feel as though the waters are starting to swell again now. Holy shit, the Windwar books. You must really tidy it up, Mr. Naruhodo, no more excuses. But Mr. Sato, the way I see it, all these papers building up on my desk are like a reminder of my wonderfully diverse daily life. I like to leave them as they are, so I never forget how lucky I am to have such varied experiences. In that case, you should definitely have a thorough tidy. Then you'll be able to see your papers building up all over again and feel that joy renewed. That's cute, actually. I like that. I wonder where we go. I feel like there was some more shit to do at the Lord Chief's Justice office. And that's the head clerk behind the desk. Just to know what it's like. If the hotel fee was paid through our stipend, I'm afraid it might bankrupt our homeland. London gives the word expensive a whole new meaning. Damn, if that ain't the fucking truth. I'm going back to here. We definitely don't have anything we need to present. Oh, I accidentally presented my fucking armband. This is the first time you showed me this particular trinket. If my saying that it's a collar for a breed of miniature canine with a particularly long neck were to precipitate a "here we go again" from your lips, we could be sure it was not the first time. Deduction, you see, my dear fellow, deduction. This fucking guy. Oh, the paper, that looks important. This looks like last week's edition. What's that article circled in red ink here? It's an advertisement column. It says, "To the Red-Headed League." Yeah, okay. That's the thingy. That's the thingy. My fucking back. Oh. I have been such a sleepy snoozer lately. I woke up at noon today. That's not great. The Red-Headed League. What's that? Actually, no. I didn't wake up at noon today. I woke up at 7. put the coffee on, and then I took the coffee off the heat, and then I went to lie down for a reason I don't remember, and I woke up at 11, and I was like, fuck, my coffee's cold, but it was still yummy. I gave it a blast, and it didn't matter now. I don't know, I've never heard of it before, but... Is something on my face? I'm not crying. I just got some water on my face. Clearly this has something to do with that lively hair. I think he got the 7 Chaos Emeralds. I don't know about you. Okay, is it a converse up? No, it's a give. It's a give. Ugh. That's you. That's you, fuck. That's you, buddy. It looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Schlons. To the red-headed league. Does that strike you in some way? I was thinking that just maybe it might be related to your bright red hair. No. So, at last you've learned to reply my methods, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? In the first instance, and quite indispensable, observation. Believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut. So then, oh, fuck. I'm such a clicker. I love to be clicking buttons. Allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits. The Red-Headed League. What's this about? So what is the Red-Headed League, which seems to be the subject of the advertisement you've circled? You've noticed it in the paper, then? That, my dear fellow, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment. What? Wait, what do you mean, was? According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. I wanted to say that I've been so stressed lately and this stream brings me peace. Thank you for being here. That means a lot, honestly. Thank you. No, I mean, and I do hope shit gets better for you, too. I mean, I was talking about it at the beginning of the stream. I'm in a bit of a fucking rut right now, you know? I had a pretty rough week. Last 2 days were lovely. I'm just in such a weird spot creatively. And it does really grind my gears. I cannot for the fucking life of me just like lock in and do shit that I'm supposed to, you know? Really does drive me mental. But the streams are always really, you know, it's really, how do I put it? It's just like a really nice, like, really nice outlet for me to kind of talk about shit and like take it easy and play some shit I want to play. It's nice. I'm feeling good. Life is goo. Life is goo. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member is having red hair. I've had writer's block for 3.5 years, so I get it. Yeah, right? I mean, listen, I've had some days where I've been really fucking down about, like, how tough I'm finding making videos right now. And I'm like, God, I wish I had the fucking drive I did, like, 3-4 years ago. But, like, look, it's a bummer. I will need to get over it sooner or later. But if I'm living my life and the only thing weighing me down right now is, like, a bit of burnout, it could be worse. Again, everything kicks ass right now, except for my relationship with work. And yeah, that's a problem, but I could have it a lot worse. In every other sense of the word, I'm really happy right now. If I need to take a little month or two to kind of get my shit together, I need to stop, like, beating myself up over that and just, like, take it as it comes. I'll lock in when the time is ready, you know? Again, I said it, last night I was hanging out with a friend who is also a creative, also had real bad burnout and is just getting over it. And shit, that really helped, actually. You know? Kinda, you know, realizing it's not just you does a lot sometimes. That doesn't entirely surprise me. But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. An unconditional salary of £4 a week. Oh my, £4 a week? But why? What are they paying people for? That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement. But surely every red-headed person in the country will be flocking to join in that case. You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I'll put my application in at once. Hey, you're a little red. So will I, just on the off chance. That might be stretching the point, I think. The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see. Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can. But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away. It's fucking guy! Fucking guy! I love him. I love him. Someone fucking dies and he immediately is like, yes! And fucking gloops his hair. I wasn't particularly lucky for the redhead in question, I feel, Mr. Stoltz. So you decided to try and join in his plays? Correct. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a redheaded fella? No. So why? Why did it have to go so wrong? Oh, they didn't let him in. What? What on earth happened? A blunder, Mr. Naruhodo, though it pains me to admit it. What fucking happened? What happened? What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Schloms? I'm glad you asked, Mr. Sato. I changed the color of my hair overnight. By the wonders of chemistry. Oh. I was conducting some research into a method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. My favorite Ace Attorney game. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm loving it too. We're about to find out what this doofus did. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that, when taken, turns one's hair a flame like red. Would you like to try it? It will make every hair on your body perfectly crimson. I think I'll pass. Mr. Schloms, is it quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it? Hehehe. Amateurs are always hampered by such fears. Oh, I should never have doubted you, Mr. Schloms. You mean to say... But of course. To earn £4 per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to a little danger. So anyway, Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. For the park on Lime Street, where the Red-Headed League were interviewing prospective new members. So what went wrong? The whole park was choked with red-headed folk, like a coaster's orange barrel. I queued for 8 hours solid before I reached the front. When the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, "Ah, Mr. Herlock Schloms, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?" Oh. So naturally, I had no choice but to reply, "Shh, don't give me away." After which I could do little else but turn and leave. Yeah. And then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stirred within me. So I turned that pair into the police. What a disaster for Hurley and those two redheads. What? This is me when I'm bored, so I have to arrest someone. Here is my guest now, my latest client, with money to spend. Oh, I do hope it's an exciting case, Hurley. Remember, Iris, we are at present gripped by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating. Save locating a runaway, of course. Don't spare anyone's feelings, will you? Oh dear, I'm afraid Hurley can act a little tact, especially just before rents to you. Whack. Is that good? Mr. Schloms, Mr. Herlock Schloms. Oh please, oh please. Please find my husband, he's run away. To upset me? I beg your pardon? Never mind, a personal matter, my apologies. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Naruhodo? I didn't say a word. Come, my dear madam, be seated. Iris, some tea if you please. This game is so underrated and just blows me away. I do know there's a lot of people who, like, are in the... And granted, I mean, it's kind of what I'm in. But there is definitely, like, a big camp of people who, like, have played the main 6 and maybe the Investigations duology and are missing out. I'm missing out on some fucking peak. Well, granted, I mean, I have played versus Layton, which I think is also a big case of that. You know what I mean? God, I need to get back on Layton 3. Layton 2, fucking, what was it? Pandora's Box was so good. It's just that gentlewoman. Yeah, she's one of the jurors, isn't she? I feel sure I've seen her someone before, very recently. Versus Layton's amazing. It's so good. I think it might be, like, a contender for top 3, honestly. It's, well, okay. Probably not if you include these games, but of course I still have to finish them, so... I did hear. I mean, listen, everyone like needs to be ported. Yes, it really does. It's a shame because I feel like it would be a tough one to port. But God, I would love to see it ported. It's such a shame that we're stuck on the 3DS. And physical, that game is spenny. Like, I fucking I've seen it physical. I nearly bought it and I pussied out. It was like 90. It was 90 euro, which like, poof. Now you come to mention it. As I explained earlier, my name is Evie Visual. Evie Visual. Evie Visual. What's the... I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object. Simply name your figure. Money and wealth are of little consequence to me, madam. Being offered a case to solve is reward enough. Mr. Schloms, you are the picture of benevolence. I will, of course, make a mental note of your offer, however, for contingent reasons. I trust you will remember your words also. I might inquire, sir. This gentleman and lady would be... Oh, me? What I am about to tell you, I should like to communicate in the strictest confidence, you understand? Ah, these are my friends. I assure you. You may say before this pair anything which you say to me. Ah, I see. I can vouch for the gentleman personally, after all. He's hard of hearing. Why did I ever get my hopes up? Forgive me for asking, Miss Virgil, but have we met someone before? Quite recently, perhaps? Oh my! For sure, my dear fellow, what is your intention? Clearly you have no ability to differentiate the facial features of the English. If you wish to invite the lady to tea, you must do so in a more gentlemanly fashion. Is it possible that you were the nice young lawyer from the trial I attended last week? Ah, I knew I recognized her. Okay, I'm glad she got over that pretty quick. To leave a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly, it sends shivers down my spine. I didn't quite recognize her because she's acting so differently now. It must be very difficult for you as a lawyer. Being hard of hearing, I mean. This is a funny-ass game. Pardon? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Don't worry if you can't hear. It was frippery, really. Nothing more. Now look what you've started, Mr. Schloms. Thank you very much. I believe it would be prudent for you to sit quietly in the corner. Yes. Yes. Tell us about your husband, madam. Mr. Visual, my dowry, is 40 years of age. I have a photograph here. An entirely unremarkable gentleman, by appearance at least. How long have you been married? It will be 15 years this year. We have a cordial relationship, and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably. As it would appear, I need only look at you to know these things. Oh my gosh. Your dress is the latest style, and your hat is clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct? That's right. He's a kind man with a strong sense of loyalty, and he rather dotes on me. Which would point to the possibility that he has been embroiled in some incident or another. Oh, that is exactly what I fear must have happened, Mr. Schloms. I'm quite beside myself. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see. What if he's incurred some miscreant's ill will? What exactly is your husband's line of work? He's a warder at the prison. A guard? That is somewhat unusual. Yeah, I feel like that... Wait, how is he fucking swimming in it if that doesn't imply big money? So, your husband is a prison warder? That's right, yes. Well, in actual fact, he's the chief warder. Oh, yeah. Okay, fair. Indeed, I see. Well, a chief prison warder certainly qualified as something of a specialist occupation. It is Game Roll Clock. It's happening. It does indeed. My poor husband must prepare those dreadful punishments and see that they're carried out. Capital punishments. And at such times, he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for that extra responsibility, he is remunerated more handsomely than the other warders. He did just talk about this. He got like a shit ton of money from Madame Spells, and he bought a fucking car. But it's like, in this day and age, what the fuck? What is a car even doing? Of course, we make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors. Yes, I believe your prudence is justified. Tell me, at what prison is your husband engaged? Barclay Prison, Mr. Schloms. Really? Barclay? Oh, a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there is a large cemetery just behind it. That's correct. Lowgate Cemetery. No! Oh, I get Ryunosuke in his fucking cemeteries. He hates him. He's not happy. Lowgate Cemetery, the very place we were discussing in court. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, my dear fellow. And yet undeniable. Sorry, Mr. Schloms, I'm afraid you've lost me. Pay no heed, madam. Pay no heed. A private matter. This can't really be a coincidence, can it? It could be. Or it could not be. So to the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing? Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday. I'm sorry? Yesterday? That really is recent. Laughably so. The truth is, my husband does at times have occasion to spend the night away for his work. It's not at all out of the ordinary for him not to return home at night, but this is different. For him to not make any contact for a whole day, that certainly has never happened before. Oh, my dear Daly, whatever can have happened? My dear Miss Visual, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police? Why, naturally, but sadly, they refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband has only been missing for 1 day. I was asked to wait patiently at home. In truth, Miss Visual, I concur with the police. However, let us not be hasty. I see no reason why we should not engage my detective powers to track your husband down anyway. Thank you, Mr. Schloms. And furthermore, let me reassure you, a chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it. You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention. This fucking guy. Daily Visual. I'm trying... or is it Dally Visual? I'm trying to figure out the pun there. Daily Visual. Even daily. Daily and evening visual. Oh, okay, that's cute. That's cute. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation. Please report to me soon with good news, sir. Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report, I'm quite sure. So soon? Oh, how splendid, Mr. Schloms. Good news should be delivered early, I always say. If you would be so kind as to leave the photograph of your husband in my possession. Thank you. Now, allow me to show you the door. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Schloms. You've been simply marvelous. Turns into dust. You know, I think it every time, Hurley. But you do know... How do you come out with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two? Are you sure? I can't be sure, of course. But then I didn't swear on it. I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give her some good news, one might say. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the day tomorrow. By that time, if by that time I've successfully located Mr. Visual, we shall be mutually relieved. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Don't look at me with those pleading eyes. He's so amazing. I love him. Wait, what did you say? I missed that one. Well, my dear fellow, did you hear the details of the case? Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually. Excellent. And what did you make of it? Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked, at the Barclay prison, I mean. So you noted that. Of course, especially with the mention of Lowgate Cemetery. Yeah, that's pretty big. Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of Barclay prison. so it was renowned among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts. Barclay Prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated, the Professor. And now a warder from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem. It's all very peculiar. Indeed. But nothing you can't handle, I'm quite certain, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Run along to the prison and see what you can glean, would you? It's the prison governor you want. No doubt the man is equally worried. Aren't you gonna go yourself? Surely you needn't ask. I can't possibly be seen out with this hair. But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair? That was a quite different matter. So I leave it in your capable hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy. What the fuck is his problem? Oh my god. Wow. What a fucking scoundrel. Just, buddy, it looks great on you. Don't be so nervous about it. You're killing it. Its four high outer walls loomed quietly before us in the fog. Having requested a meeting, we were shown but to the governor's office in the watchtower. They gave Herlock ADHD and made him the funniest man. What? Oh, that, I hate it. That clock is, what? That clock is fucking terrifying. This place is full of hardened criminals. I cannot remember the last time a civilian was down here. And you didn't want to talk to an inmate, but to me? Holy schmoly. Do you ken who I am? I'm the governor, Barry Caden. Barricade. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. It's a pleasure. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. And an Easterner, I see. Does that mean... Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan. Japan? Did you say Japan? Yes. Well, there's no any of your kind in here, laddie. Maybe you should try the prison next door, eh? I didn't notice another prison next door, sir. Anyway, we came to ask you some questions. I didn't like to be so direct, but... I've no intention of speaking with the likes of you suspicious-looking Easterners. No! I mean, he is, like... Wow. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He's so triangular and racist. What an asshole. Now get out of my hair. So, as soon as he finds out that we're from Japan, he reacts like this. What the hell? That surely means... I think it's because of the Professor case. You think so too? 10 years ago, Genshin Asogi, also known as the Professor, was incarcerated at this prison. And then, after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison. I might have known. You're sniffing around about that case, aren't you? What is he doing? Your agents, eh? Part of the Professor's great web, no doubt. No, not at all. We're just... Get gone with ya, before I punch your lights in. We're going. Clearly the ghost of that killer still haunts that place. We're not going to get anywhere here. Unless we can somehow prove to this man that there's nothing suspicious about us. Can't we, like... What are you thinking, Mr. Sato? I feel sure that name came up in conversation recently. Yeah, it did, didn't it? I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us. Come to think of it, I have the same feeling. Yeah, didn't we talk about... Fuck, who was it? Was it... Okay, I guess we gotta go to the... What's it? Lord Chief... Was it the... Fuck, was it Lord Chief Justice who we talked about with this with? I love the animations of this game. I always found the 2D sprites so charming and found DD and Spirit of Justice kind of failed to match the charm, but they locked in this game. I think I agree. Yeah, no, again, I think the motion capture is very charming. This is like just around the time Capcom was like really starting to mess with motion capture. I always find like Capcom's motion capture stuff really interesting because like I'm familiar with it from like Street Fighter V because I don't think they used it in like early Street Fighter V, and then around like Season 3 they use it but they're bad at it and shit looks jank, and then in the later seasons they clean their shit up big time. it's very interesting to see that go down in real time. There's a lot of, like, wonky-ass animations around the middle of Street Fighter V. It's really interesting. Okay, no, this is probably not the one. You read the paper. Professor Mikitoba over there. And hello, you two. I was just taking a moment to catch up on the world now that I'm unpacked. But where's Judge Jigoku? He's not the relaxing sort. He's taken himself off to pay his respects to all the legal bigwigs. Having only just arrived in the country today, goodness, he is full of energy. You know what? It was something that I found really interesting, actually. Just on that kind of fun little animation. Something I find really interesting coming off Pokemon Colosseum. That game is 30 FPS, but it's really interesting to me how, like, only the cutscenes for evolving Pokemon and purifying Pokemon are 60 FPS. Something about that's really funny to me. I don't know why. It's quite interesting. I'm not sure what the thought process behind that is. Then again, it is kind of nuts that the game doesn't run at 60 because it looks like shit. I love Pokemon Colosseum. That's an ugly fucking game. That's an ugly fucking game. I hate to say it. Like, yeah, it's cool that the Pokemon got fun little animations and shit, but the animations for, like, the intro cutscene in Colo is 60 FPS. Oh, really? I didn't know that. But yeah, like, Colosseum is, like, because people get so locked in on, like, wow, the Pokemon animations, they're so cool and fun. But the rest of the game, the animation is dreadful. But I love it, though. It's very charming. Fucking Dakeem going, like, is the funniest shit in the world. And when he punches the guy and he's just, like, in, like, one frame, shit is awesome. I fucking love how that game looks. It looks like a launch Dreamcast game. It's so funny. You mentioned something before about how you'd known the prison governor at Barclay Prison. Oh, Governor Caden, you mean? So it is the same man. Father, we must speak with the governor. I am quite looking forward to... I mean, I'm not done with the game yet because I got to the final boss recently, but I fucking lost because holy shit. But I'll run that back sooner or later. But I am looking forward to getting to XD. I've heard phenomenal things about XD. But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious Easterners. Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story. Oh, would you? That would be wonderful if you have time now. Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. Busy drinking coffee on a comfortable settee. Now, I have rather a lot to prepare for tomorrow, you know? Sorry, I didn't say that out loud, did I? XD very much smooths out the issues with Colo. The one thing that I'm a little worried about with with XD, is, who came up with the team for the final boss of Colosseum? I know. I love it, though, for the record. I love that it's like that. Like, good. Like, Colosseum's so fucked up, but, like, good. I really like it. I would so much rather the game be like that. Like, from a design perspective, it's obviously kind of bullshit. But, like, the way I see it is, like, Pokemon games are so formulaic, right? That, like, why would I want this one to be normal, right? If I wanted a more balanced Pokemon game, I could play one of the fucking 12 that there already exist, right? Give me something fucked up and janky. It's fun. I really like it. I think that's a big part of why I like Colosseum so much. The one thing I'm a little worried with XD, though, is, like, I've heard... I agree. I love the doubles format. The doubles format with the limited move pools, I think really works. Because, like, yeah, it's a shame how limited the move pools are in Colosseum. And how limited the selection of Pokemon is. But it's kind of cool having, like... You can compensate for one Pokemon's weaknesses with who you put next to it, you know? It's fun. I don't know. I think it really works. But, what was I fucking saying? The one thing I'm a little worried about with XD is that I've heard that the game, like, the base game is easier, and the post-game is harder compared to Colosseum. Like, Colosseum, if going from, like, the main game to the post-game, Colosseum goes from hard to very hard in, like, a normal, cool and fun way. And then I've heard XD goes from, like, middling to complete horse shit. Like, I've seen some of the late game stuff in XD, and it's almost like you're not supposed to be there. like, hard to the point of, who's this for? You know what I mean? But I'll figure it out when I figure it out. I mean, I can't make any judgments yet. This is just from, like, my girlfriend sitting me down and being like, okay, Pokemon XD, there's some horse shit in here. A lot of bullshit towards the end. Yeah, Colosseum's level curve is the funniest shit in the world. Because it's like low 40s with a couple high 40s. And then it's like, we're seeing the high 40s more consistently now? We're seeing high 40s more consistently? Yep, I see. And then it's like 50, whoa, 55, whoa, 60. But I like that. It's really good. And also you can compensate for it so much. Because, like, you can do the fucking Colosseums whenever you want. It's so fucking easy. It's so fucking easy for you to, like, just throw your level 30s at, like, a group of 40s and 45s thanks to the Colosseum. So, like, you get plenty of opportunities to get used to this bullshit. You know? I'm a fan. You Mikitobas are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts. Or could it be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts? Yeah. Surprise, everything is EQ protect / levitate strats. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. It's funny that, like, I've heard that the devs of that game were not familiar with Pokemon. But there were enough people who knew how to make some evil shit. And then very clearly they used their knowledge to make even more evil shit come XD. So I can't wait to get to that. Or could it be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding the thoughts? Let's not fall out now. I have an idea. What's he writing on that piece of paper? Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully when he sees my name, he'll change his tune. Ah, thank you. The letter of introduction has been entered into the court record. Good luck then. Shh. Down he go. So that's actually true. That does make sense. Because, like, you can make as much fucked up shit as you want, but if the game can't figure out how to do it, then, like, what does it matter? It's also hilarious in Colosseum how bad the AI is at dealing with, like, what's it? So many new double stuff added since Gen 3, and I really want to see a new attempt at doubles. I big agree. Make a hard-ass game that's all doubles. Pokemon XV. Pokemon XX. Pokemon XX, do that. I don't know. Get the fucking, like, I don't even know if Genius is still around. But get someone on that. Yeah, Hail Strats, that'd be fun. Oh, not Converse, my bad. I have to give him the doohickey. I didn't mean to make you spin your shit. Have my cool notice. Oh. I wonder if this will be important later. This is some sort of steamship ticket. The SS Gorse, first class cabin 01. Oh, it makes sense actually that he would give us this. That's the boat that Professor Mikitoba and Judge Jigoku came on from Japan, isn't it? I think it called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France for a night before finally arriving in Dover. I think that's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Buria. It seems a shame to not keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think? I agree. I have mine safely in my diary, and I keep mine in my wallet, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, well, how strange. Where could it have gone? In the Pokemon Cafe mix mine since 2020. That's fucking tragic. That's so fucking sad. A single player campaign to champions? Honestly, yeah. No, I don't know. The fact that that game is on mobile really kind of nips that in the bud, which is a shame. And also the fact it's a free game is like, you know, just like, oh, where the fuck did I put my copy of Colosseum? Where's it gone? John Pokemon. John Pokemon. Do it again. Do them again. Do them again, John Pokemon. You were cooking. Cook some more. These are two of the best fucking things. Okay, I nearly said these are the two of the best things I've played in a hot minute. I haven't played this one yet. I have not played this one yet. But this one, Fox. You have the Jirachi bonus disc. I don't think I do. I think I'm too European to have it. Is there anything in you? Oh, the manual's in here? Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's in Swedish. Fuck. Gruppsted. Wow, the manual's in great condition, though. It's actually quite cool. Damn. My wife be looking after her fucking games. See Susato? Oh, hell yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good-ass day today, let me tell you. I'm gonna learn Swedish by reading the Pokemon XD. I've never played the GameCube games. Are they worse? Are they worth? I've only played Colosseum. I would highly recommend it. It's a hard-ass game. It will be mean to you, and like some of the limitations when it comes to team building might get under your skin. But I think it's, if you it's a good time. It's a really good time. If you meet them on their level, you'll really like come out pretty happy, I think. Is this really only in Swedish? There's no fucking shot, right? What the fuck? Yeah. När du använder för Game Boy Advance system. Yeah, wait, there's multiple languages in here. Are none of them English? Du kan Valles Village sprak du until, oh my god. Hur du upptäcker en Shadow Pokemon. Wow, yeah. I don't know what all of these is. That's funny as fuck, actually. Indigo discs for DLC will fight the double battles, and the trainer battles are actually pretty difficult. I mean, I like that. I've not played any of Gen 9. I would like to get around to it sometime, because, like, even, you know, there are things about those games that sound interesting. Maybe if I get a Switch 2, again, but that's not really in the cards right now. But if it ever becomes in the cards, then maybe I'd get around to it. I will say, though, as much as I'm looking forward to XD, fuck this guy. This guy's a fucking bum. He is nowhere near as cool as Rui. I'm sorry, not Rui, Wes. This guy sucks. His design is so fucking stupid, I hate him. I do not like him. Right? Wes looks so fucking sick. He really has that, like, edge that he's so 2000s. He is so fucking 2000s. That's the gist of it. Isn't he also like the oldest Pokemon Pro tag? First canonical playable criminal. Yeah, he is a terrorist. He is a terrorist too. That's kind of fun. Still doesn't look great, but it's fine. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet on the Switch too. I've watched some of it. It's really odd because like the resolution and the frame rate are fine, but like they haven't really changed like the draw distance on stuff. So you get these like very high res, smooth like overviews of landscapes that look atrocious. You know what I mean? Internet is so shit right now. Go figure it out. No worries. You take care. How old is Colo Pro tag? I think 17 or 19. I don't remember. Professor Mikitobu has wonderful handwriting, doesn't he? This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy. Just me, or does that make me sound extremely untrustworthy? I do wish he'd at least call you a nice young man. I'm not really sure that would help. Legends Arceus. Oh yeah, maybe. Damn. Arceus was a good time. I kind of liked it. I think I've gotten I've soured on it a tiny bit over time, but it's decent. If you just cast your eyes over this, Governor Caden. What's this then? You cannot pull the wool over my eyes, you good-for-nothing Japanese student. Mikitoba. That young jock from the forensics laboratory? That Mikitoba? Yes, exactly, him. Oh dear, perhaps I should have said something sooner. I'm Yujin Mikitoba's daughter, Susato. Jings, you're the young man's daughter? And you didn't think to mention that before? I do apologize. Well, you'd best take a seat then. Can I offer you a cup of tea, perhaps? Oh, he's cute. Me immediately forgetting he was racist a minute ago and being like, oh, I love his little cuppa. Look at his little cuppa. And didn't forget to try one of these wee handcuff biscuits. Wee bit of juice. Gang, if any of you here haven't seen the wee bit of juice video, get on that. Wee bit of juice. Wee bit of juice. Do you want to see a magic trick? Near bit of juice. Near bit of juice. I love that video so much. I appreciate you translating this ancient forbidden language for us. Your father's influence is nothing short of amazing. I'm bitterly regretting not announcing who I was from the outset now. I like his cute little biscuits though. So then, what can I do for you, Hen? Well, we're currently investigating a case. It's one of your warders, you see. He's gone missing. Missing? That's right. It's surely been reported to you as well, being the prison governor. I haven't heard nothing of the sort. There's no missing persons in my prison. Oh. But how can that be? It's Mr. Daily Visual, your chief warder. Eh? Visual? That's right. His wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance. Let's skip the part about him only being missing yesterday for now. He said. Clearly that means something to him. Would you be so kind as to tell us what you know, sir? Aye, of course. There we go. We got him talking. We understand that Mr. Visual is the chief warder here at the prison. Aye, that he was. Strong sense of responsibility and dedicated to the job. No doubt about it. He was a fine warder. Sorry, did you say was? Aye. He does nae work here no more. He left the job. Oh. When was this exactly? There's a question. When was it about? It can't have been much less than 10 years ago now. Huh? Also, doing this while dropping that absolute nuke on us is very funny, but... you know what I should do, actually? You know what would be a fun idea? I keep thinking back to Colosseum. I've been meaning to do, like, a little test stream where I just point my webcam at the CRT. I wonder if, like, just, like, a very short test stream where I do some mount battle or something like that. I wonder if that'd be kind of fun. Maybe. 10 years ago now. What? 10 years ago? He stopped working here 10 years ago? Aye, as I mind it. Do you know Ken? I haven't heard the fella's name in all that time. That's a worry if he's gone missing though. But Miss Visual made no mention of it. I think perhaps Mr. Naruhodo that his wife simply doesn't know. I think she's unaware that he no longer works here. Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened? Why did Mr. Visual give up his job here? That's important, is it? Oh, it's to do with the professor's case. The guillotine clock is killing me. I couldn't have that in my fucking office. I hate that. What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo? I can't help wondering, given that it was 10 years ago. Which was exactly when the professor was being held at this prison. It's all coming together. So Mr. Visual actually resigned from the position of chief warder 10 years ago, you're telling us. What happened to make him leave the job? Oh, that's tough for him. In actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. He had no choice in the matter. You mean he was dismissed? But it was after a particular walk. Sorry, a walk? Aye, that's all word for it in here. A walk to the gallows. An execution. It's the job of the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any executions you see. Only, Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk he was manning. What did he do? He touched the professor's butt. I'm sorry, but I can't reveal that information. But I can tell you that it's very rare for a chief warder to be relieved of his post. But why wouldn't Miss Vigil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here. I would make anything about that, I'm afraid. That was a tough one. Could you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal? And what would that be, Hen? That last execution that Mr. Vigil was responsible for overseeing. Was it by any chance the professor's? My thoughts exactly. I'm sorry, I really am. But I'm at no liberty to answer that. I see. But that means that realistically that's a fucking yes. Realistically that's the heaviest yes you could get. My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted. The dead room, the prison, and the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. After all, they need fresh corpses for forensic research. You can? Yes, I can imagine. The advancement of medical science isn't always particularly palatable. Your father worked in the laboratory just on the far side of the graveyard. In the basement of St. Sinners. It's still in use today. St. Sinners? That's come up before, I'm sure. That's right, we've been there. Mikatoba and I used to ride in a carriage together and negotiate terms. For more fresh material, I suppose. Aye. And we used to sit here for hours and gab on about dissection and all sorts. Ugh, it takes me back. Over a pot of tea and a plate of cup biscuits, of course. Goddamn. He was racist to me a minute ago, but this is very cute. I do like his cute little teacup. Fuck, I need a cup this big. I need to become a fucking coffee nerd. I should do that, actually. Oh, but that costs money. That costs money, though. Yeah, no, that's money. I don't want it no more. Huh? How charming. He was a good fellow, your father, reliable and dead set on his work, but I'm afraid I'll never understand you Japanese. Because of Genshin Asogi, I suppose. Well, I can't tell you anything else. Thank you so much for your time, Governor. Oh, one moment before you're away, Hen. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. He got the axe on him? He keep that thing on him. Holy shit. Ah, found it. Here, take this as a wee souvenir of your visit to the prison. What is it? That's Vigil's dismissal notice. It's 10 years old now, of course. Oh my, are you sure? Aye, it's no trouble at all. It's no the original, mind. Vigil's dismissal notice has been entered into the court record. Oh, hatchet. Yeah, that's true. I'm not an axe knower. My bad. Thank you very much, Governor Caden. Well, in return, do me a favor and never come back here. That case is closed. Gone. Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being. Yes, I agree. Fuck, I'm so bad at reading. We need to get back to Mr. Shalom with what we found out about Mr. Virgil. Let's get moving. I think he might be dying. Alright, we gotta talk to my favorite red boy. 1st of November, Schlonder's Suite. We're back! Hello, you two. I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for us all. Ah, so that's what the delicious smell... Yo! He got the super emeralds! Ow, my knee! No! I got too excited. My favorite character. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Herlock Shlomes. You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating. Didn't hear from the... he got to the Minecraft Let's Play. He struck the Minecraft Let's Play iron like 100 years in advance. You gotta give it to him. Hello, Mr. Shlomes. Hello, Mr. Shlomes. Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. It turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair restoration tonic before application. So did he shave all of it off? And now... and now he's like, oh, it'll just grow back instantly. What about water, friend? Have you gathered some new information? Oh, yes, something very surprising, in fact. Though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest. It most certainly isn't, but still, we discovered that. Shlomes! What? Drop everything, Shlomes. This is more important. Gina? I can't admin it. Sniff, sniff. What's happened? Clearly a very grave matter indeed. For Miss Lestrade to have made no mention of my hair whatsoever. It's the boss. What do you mean, Inspector Gregson? The boss is, he's... No. They would... Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Do not fucking kill Gregson. If you kill... I'm gonna be so fucking mad. You can't fucking kill Greg. No. Don't do that to me. They just found his body. Shot with a pistol. No. Inspector Gregson? He was murdered? Not Gregsy. Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story. Alright, what's up? Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was... He was really shot? I don't know much about what happened myself yet. They're still there investigating the scene. Where did this take place? A little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street. Fresno? Did that say Fresno or did that say Frenzo? Fresno. What do you mean Fresno Street? Fresno is the place from Monsters vs. Aliens. Where the shitty guy goes. Fuck, I really, they're not killing, surely they're not killing off Gregson. I fucking love Gregson. Don't do that. Don't do that. I brought a cool, I literally last week I brought a cool babe for some fish and chips. And like, you know, he was on my mind. Greggy was on my mind. Don't do that to him. I think of him every time I have a mean fish and chips. He was perhaps investigating a case then. The thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing about no case around there. Oh, he was investigating a case on his own? He was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was gonna show him. I was gonna show him I become a proper detective. Oh, Ginny. Did you eat them furiously while yelling at a detective? I eat them furiously so they respawn. So who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is? They got him already. Already? They've caught the shooter so soon? A witness reported something was going on and the boys got straight down there and took care of him. Who? What awful person did this? There's no fucking way it's the guy who's missing. I still can't believe it myself. Gina? Hmm? I'm sort of like my internet is very done. I see chat and send messages, but I can't hear any audio, so I think I'm gonna have to catch you all in the VOD then. Hope you enjoy this case. It's a good one. No worries. I'm sorry that Twitch is being mean to you. I'll be sure to get this up soon tonight. There's no fucking way it was Baron von Zeeks. You don't mean they've arrested Lord Van Zeeks for it? That's right. That Reaper bloke's gone and shot the boss. There's no fucking way that's what it is. I'm clicking so fucking furiously. No. Are you quite sure, Mr. Strahd? It's Baron von Zeeks the police have arrested? I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard. I don't believe it. But there were witnesses, and they're all saying it was him. So you mean there were actually multiple witnesses? They heard the gunshot, apparently. And when our lot got to the scene, there was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room. But there's no way Lord Van Zeeks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it either. Thank you for informing us, Lester Strayed. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry. What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing. Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come on over as soon as you can. You've got to help. There's gotta be a fucking, there's gotta be. It's a detective's lot to appear wherever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves. Mr. Schloms. What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming, That's what he's sorry about. How could I let this happen to Gregson? Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigations. Of course, yes. We will too. It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway. Until later, then. The fucking 1-2 punch of, yeah. I've called you a handsome. It's waiting outside. That was fucking fast. There's just no way. I mean, I do want to go here first. There he is. Lord Van Zeek's behind bars. What a fucking sight that is. He really was arrested. He's sitting with his back to the wall reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Van Zeek's. Fancy meeting you here. The last place on Earth I'd like to be with the last person on Earth I'd like to see. This fucking guy. What is considering an amazing plot twist being undercut by Shlom's stupid blue hair is awesome. Ah! If only I used my Saiyan powers to save Gregson. The last place on Earth... I just read that, I'm stupid. I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened, that Inspector Gregson was. Go home, this has nothing to do with you. But... Forgive me, Lord Van Zeeks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please. There's really nothing I can tell you. What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Was it something related to the case? This? The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance. Oh, who might that be? Someone you know as it happens. Albert Hairbrain. Blonde to red to blue, just like Goku. Of course, I keep forgetting they went to the same university. And I would like to read my correspondence in peace, so let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know? Oh, I mean, let's face it. Oh, fuck. Never minces his words, but they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Okay, gang, just give me 1 millisecond. I wanna see all this as much as the next person. Give me 1 second. I have to take something out of the freezer so I can have a cool snack when I'm done with this. And I will get some water. I will be the hydrator. We're so back. I don't think the blue hair owner cuts it. Slum's going out to inspect. That's a good point, actually, because he won't go out with the red hair, but he goes out with the blue hair. Also, I left my door open. I'm stupid. Ugh. He means business. When he goes out with his silly hair, that's how you know he's a serious gamer. There we go. Well, I gotta know. What happened? Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zieks? What happened? How much do you already know? We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street, and that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested. We were told that there was nobody else in the room and that some witnesses heard the gunshot. Where's Randy? Did Randy finally die? Not at all. Randy is right here. There's my Randy little character. He is still having an awesome one. Hang on a minute. See? And here's the waiver. Jumbo Josh is also there too. He currently lives in my laundry. What the fuck? What? What? I don't know what just got flung across the room, but it was something. I'll find that eventually. Sure. Then you're well informed. There's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself. But the gunshot, obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you? I'm not in the habit of shooting people I work alongside. I also heard the noise, however. Before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers. So he doesn't actually know what happened. If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with? I don't need to answer that. After all, you're not representing me. He is going to need a lawyer, though. But who is representing him, then? Who is going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zieks? Anyone other than you, I should imagine. Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet? Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know. But this is different. In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now. Surely not. I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole. But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you? It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may have come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that. After the trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought. It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper. Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean? Yes, so it seems. Your stupid little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day. That's right, he's an author now, happily working in Tokyo. So Professor Harebrain is safely back in Germany now. He is. So, it appears our conversation has run dry. There was a 2-second silence, that's all. Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you. I was wondering, Lord Van Zieks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you. You trust me, do you? Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would have never taken another's life. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. It's a very gracious offer, however. I trust no one. Oh! He's tough. Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese. But please. I have no intention of engaging your services. The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems. We'll get him. I'd appreciate you if you don't visit again. Then neither of us will waste any more time. Yeah. I don't even want to be represented by you, fucker. He would never fucking say fucker. He makes racism seem tough and not stupid. Yeah! How do you fucking manage that? Thank God, like, people who are actually racist never found out about Van Zieks, because they would be like, I just like him for real. I'm just like him. I'm so tough. Right, what's the story? Where Greggy? Where is he? This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street. So this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then. So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life. And the people are already hard at work investigating, it seems. I don't see Mr. Schloms anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere. What do you think you're doing there? Every one of those drawers is going to be taken right out so you can look underneath and all. I want the space above the ceiling checked, and I don't forget to look inside the chimney stack, too. Blimey. And you lot never go and look at... Never gone over an house looking for dough when the owners are out of town? Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques whenever she wants anyone to adopt. So you've turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself. Hello again, Gina. Shlomes has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. You went prancing around in here, pointing at stuff and flicking that at that of is, and then just scarpered. He's finished investigating already, you mean? Yeah, he didn't stop to say nothing to no one, not even me. Gina, would you mind if we investigated too? Listen, Odo, you're a lawyer, right? Yes, why? Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you? Oh. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial won't haunt her forever. Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zieks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court. I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here. The fact we haven't seen a body is like... Is he dead? Is he dead? Oh, I misclicked. What is this about? It's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members. What's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head. They are! Look, Mr. Naruhodo, quickly! What? That's Eve! What? We met her only this morning. Huh? Why would there be a picture of Miss Virgil in here? Visual, I mean. To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped. I'm sorry to say I have no idea either. The frame photograph has been entered into the court record. Okay, and what's the deal with the... Okay, these are nothing, I guess. There is the body outlay thingy, but you never know. You never know. This looks like some sort of notice board or something. And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper. Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, look. This you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it? And these are case notes here. And details of prison inmates. In fact, they're all the sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room? Some old newspaper cuttings. Ah, and this one here. The advertisement, you mean, to the Red-Headed League. Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason. Fucked up window. Oh, there's a So I suppose this is where the victim... That's right, the rope is laid around the body to show exactly how he was found. Shamspeare randomly wakes up. Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away. And will probably be under Dr. Sight's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week. From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball. He eated too much fish and chips, and he go, ow, 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 my tummy. Are you feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost. I know it's just a rope, but well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it. I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality. Susato's stand is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am. Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing. Funnily enough, neither can I. It's a hairpiece, isn't it? It is. It is a bright red hairpiece. And I suppose the fact that it's right here next to where the body was found means that we have to expect that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, does it? And in such a flame-colored red, too. That's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it? This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it. The red hairpiece has been entered into the court record. What's the little doll? What's this all about? What's this? It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it, in a way? Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson? It's a little hard to imagine Lord Van Zeek's playing with something like this. It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case. Well, I gotta... Well, I'll check the gun first, but you know I gotta give that a fucking rotate. This is presumably the murder weapon, then. Is it... It is real, I suppose. I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know very little about them. There's only one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot. So anyway, I started blasting. If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer to just ask someone who might know, I think. The killer's revolver has been entered into the court record. Well, I gotta ask one of these two devious gentlemen. Actually, what's this about? Oh, give me a minute. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary there, I think. The underside of a hairpiece looks like. It doesn't surprise me at all, Mr. Naruhodo. You always want to see what lies beneath, don't you? You have to use much of birdline to keep it in place on your head, so it doesn't get blown off in a gust of wind, I mean. That might be a little inconvenient when you wanted to take it off again, don't you think? Okay. Nothing devious about him? A little worse for wear. I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The hair part looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if someone has enjoyed twisted it around and around for fun. Oh. Are we sure that's a key? It looks like a gun. Very tiny and simple key. What's the little key doing inside of a figurine of a policeman in the first case? There's no shot that, like... I think this is just a gun. I think... Why doesn't someone just wear a wig? Is he stupid? I think this is just a gun toy, I gotta be honest. Okay, what's the story with this? Must have been the murder weapon. My oh my. It's real, I suppose. I think so. Guns are so rare. Oh wait, yeah. We gotta get someone who's a fucking knower on this. Excuse me. If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry, we'll look after things at the yard. Excuse me, is this the same deal? Can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir. Well, I gotta see what's up with this. The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off. suppose if the bullet had hit it, it does seem likely. Having first passed through the inspector's body. Now that wax on the wall looks like blood to me. A candle brum from the war room on Fresno Street. Well, I gotta scope that out. Scorch marks. So the bullet of the cat struck the candle here, you think? Only this one candle that's been cracked in half, it seems. What's weird that it's taller than the other two. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what that's about. Why doesn't he just paint his hair red with a gun? Is he stupid? Maybe that's how he died. He died accidentally shooting himself with his make your hair red gun. Well, Gina did mention this, so... It's thick with dust. Look, I think it would be fair to say it hasn't been used in a very long time. In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather. Or nobody lived here at all, and merely visited when the occasion arose. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely. No, that's right, it's one or the other. This fucked up little window. Couldn't really call it a window anymore. Do you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room that was totally blocked up with bricks? Go, gadget, red hair gun. That's that shit that Shalom got. Starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. Well, I think that's everything I can, like, look at. I think... Yeah, I think so. I guess I'm gonna be the talk to Gina goer. Go, gadget, talk to me. Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place? Ugh. I'm gonna give her some time to think about that. I'm gonna be the stretcher. That's what I want to know. That's what, half a year since I got out of the clink. That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead. Mr. Schlums twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he? Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard. Goodness, really? They say he managed to solve some really tricky case, just like that. He did? Yup, and ever since then, he started going out on all sorts of investigations, but it's always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows what half the cases he's working on are, apparently. It's not so how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this? I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all, and look where it landed him. I heard him say as much. I take my hat off to that fellow, where his words. Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper. Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why you respected the bloke. Didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such high regard. He said something else to me and all. I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people what are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that. What is this place then? Does anyone live here? Apparently it's been rented by some cove called Hugh Bone. Hugh Bone? Hugh Boone. Is it Huge Bone or Hugh Boone? Hugh Boone. Hugh Boone. Hugh Boone. Hugh Boone. What's the... It could be Huge Boone? Hugh Boone. It's a sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, isn't it? Yeah, he's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. Judging from appearances, I have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time, if ever. Right? All the lads from the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation, but there's so little here, no one knew what to do with themselves. I do wonder, Mr. Sato. Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself? How could that be? He was investigating on his own. It's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his. I'd never even considered that. Nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves. You are? If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it. cute boner. I see that's where the poor inspector was found over there. Yeah. Fucked up. That's right. They said it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall. It's blown one of the candles apart completely. And the gun used is there on the floor. The Reaper's in it. No denying that. What? Really? How do you know that? Take it easy. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big white eyes. I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him? Wait. Is it the judge? There's some street siders outside who heard the gunshot. Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah. They've all been taken down the yard for questioning him. That's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They all been getting a grilling. Do you think we might be able to speak with those Greek street sellers ourselves? I wonder if it's going to be the ones we saw from the beginning of the case. The lads at the yard just want to know what you're snooping around for, and you'll be up for a grilling and all. Snooping as usual, I see. So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. That is fucked up. Okay, well that's all the stuff, I think. Can we present anything? You got any thoughts of that? So I'm gonna get the person what did this to the boss. Maybe this one? No, she don't give a fuck. Nope. Nothing. Nothing. That shit ain't nothing but a labubu to her. That's terrifying. Alright. I wonder where the best place to go is. No, he did say he didn't. He wanted us to just fuck off and not come back. New business. You've made good time. I took an express train back to London. Wait, no way. No way. Back to... Is it Hairbrain? Oh! I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. Kazuma-sama. Your timing is impeccable. It is? No doubt you have heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry. Wait, is Kazuma gonna be the prosecution for the case? No. No. There's no fucking way. I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. He looked like he was going to give you a big hug. Ah, Ryunosuke, you made good time. Bring it in. Put her there, brother. Oh my god. That Lord Van Zieks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson. I believe only in the facts. Oh, he's a believer. That's not nice. I don't like that. He should not be the believer. And the facts in this case point to one thing. He fucking done it. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zieks for this crime. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes. I don't think it's that simple. Does that mean the trial is tomorrow? Precisely. In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions. There's no way. Kazuma. Ah, but of course. You're already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Sogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. He's the fucking prosecution, isn't he? I fucking know it. That's awesome. That's so fucking cool. What? What? We need to give him a big hug so he doesn't prosecute. As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law. Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor? Uh-oh. Wait, can I converse with him? Me and... Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Ah! His suit swaps Edgeworth's colors. Oh my god, it fucking does. Wait, that's so hard. Holy shit. That belt looks fucking stupid though, I will say. I get that it's because of the sword, but it does look stupid. I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, no. People all over the Empire will be watching tomorrow to see how it unfolds. Strongheart's got shooters. He really does. There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey. And now, the Reaper himself must stand in the dock. Quite so. The public want answers about the Reaper. The public want to know about Reaper. And why he solo-ulted. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died mysterious deaths. But Lord Van Zieks firmly denies any involvement in such matters. Oh, in that case we will let him go. There have been thorough investigations that are proving him to be innocent. I will also say, not because it's not a spoiler but an observation, his sword's name's Karuma, is the last name of Von Karma in Japanese. That's fucking awesome. Ah! This game, they're so fucking peak. If you think about it, the only capable of prosecuting death is a dead man. How do they fucking do? Yo, someone. I hope Shu Takami's pillow is so cool tonight. So cool. God damn. Fuck, that's good. That's so fucking good. Did man. My favorite Ace Attorney character. That's certainly true, or it has been at least until now. No, tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history. I didn't know Deed Man was a prosecutor. My favorite Ace Attorney character washed. Kazuma will be prosecuting tomorrow? Odie Asman is a strong contender. Man of Mystery, oh my god. Yes! Yeah, the first victim from the Layton game. No, he's not the first victim, but he's in a car crash. It's Carmen Accidenti. I heard, actually, someone was telling me about fucking Carmen Accidenti, the guy who's in a car crash. I forget, I think it's German. In either German or French, I forget. His name is Will Crash. which is like even fucking better. That one is so fucking, yeah, Will Crash is so much better. Like, you could argue that's too on the nose, but like, yeah, the German version, that's fucking awesome. But like, the fact that's so good about, like, that bit is so good because that's like the first scene of the fucking game. That's like the first scene of the fucking game. He's like writing you a lesson. I think Accidenti is trying too hard. Yeah, the thing is like, Carmen Accidenti is like nearly trying to play itself off as a real name. But like, that opening scene of Versus Layton, he's sitting there with his fuck-ass pen, he's like, your good friend, Carmen Accident. It's trying to be somber and shit, and it does not work. I just realized I left that fucking thing there. That thing. I did make my bed today, but I forgot about the object. My bad. My fucking butt. My bad. How a bummer. That fucking thing. I left that fucking thing on my bed. That's the thing that my hair goes in. It does not work because his name is Carmen Accidenti. Yeah, like, I think you gotta just... Will Crash is great because it's just like, fuck it, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna be silly with it. It don't matter none. It don't matter. Actually, no, I want the other... Which side of my hair do I want out? That one. But yeah, getting like a... What's it? A hair turban, I think it's called. I forget what it's... I think that's what it's called. But like, getting that for when you're out of the shower, shit's awesome. It do help a lot. That's right. But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Strongheart. Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles. And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense. The fucking like he'll do ass response. Like yeah sure. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. It's the same thing. Potato potato. A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree? No. I've no doubt at all that Cosmo will be razor sharp as a prosecutor. Can I talk to him? He's being mean to me. There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain. It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial. You asked for this, but why? It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you? That fucking little animation where he just like... He pops up. He gets all 10... He is so fucking buff. It is bananas how fucking buff he is. No, just Van Ziegs, no other prosecutors. No, they all died of prosecutor disease. Although, the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation. I have to defeat racism, Ryunosuke. He said some... Ryunosuke, I don't know if you know. Baron von Zieg's DMs leaked. It's fucking bad, Ryunosuke. It's fucking bad. You're such a gay boy. Twitch is so mean. Twitch is so mean for censoring gay boy. Gay boy is allowed. Gay boy is funny. I'm surprised such a personal request would have even upheld. It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact. He's problematic, Ryunosuke. We can't let a man like that walk free. All his trials were problematic media. I remember in the first DGS stream, you asked if the last case was going to be Ryu versus Cosmo. Well, it's not the last case, but is this what you wanted? I completely fucking forgot. That's so awesome. Well, that's the thing. I wonder, though, if they're doing this in the penultimate case, I wonder what the final case is going to be like. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as the judiciary closing ranks. So that's why we're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution. Ryunosuke. Let's see how our skills have been honed after practicing law in this land for so many months. That's so tough. I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't going to end well, my friend. He's acting like he's gonna fucking die. Oh yes, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of Inspector Gregson's death. Why people say 24125 in this game are PK's attorney? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the case. What, fucking Gina? Now, the thing is, she wasn't sure, so she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know. That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Be direct. Can't wait for the new Nintendo Direct featuring Ryunosuke Naruhodo. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Ryunosuke leaps into a new trial this summer. Solve, object, and solve, object, and present your way through 5 epic cases on the Nintendo Switch 2. That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Big hit. Give him a big hit. Yeah, give it... Bring it in. Bring it in. It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement. Yes. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine. In that case, it could actually have belonged to the victim. Does that mean Kazuma has a gun too? No, Gregson had his gun on his person. What about Lord Van Zeeks? He claims it's currently not in his possession. What? According to his story, he lost it. In short, it's more than a little suspicious. But just because the gun in the question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof that it's actually his. No, of course not. Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Zeeks. Lord Van Zeeks, my bad. Can I present some bullshit? I wonder does he care about this? Chief Order Daily Visual is relieved of his post with immediate effect for having violated all rights to redundancy pay. All rights to redundancy pay and other financial benefits are fully revoked. Wait, what? Aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of convict... Wait. Oh, so it didn't but it didn't actually happen. Jailbreak public proceed prior to the conviction considerations. Oh. Hello, Big Schmello. Hello. I'm making some fucking discoveries in this game. This shit is bananas. Check out my cool gun. Could I show you this, Lord Strongheart? He don't care. Wow, he hates me. He fucking hates me. Can I like, just like, look at Kazuma? Can I like do that? Okay, I should show him the dismissal note. Maybe this is something. No, he don't care. He fucking don't care. Unreal. Right. Okay. Let me be the fucking examiner. This is me using my gun to aim at Kazuma. Go ahead, Kazuma. Make my day. You can press the Y button to open the court record in which you inspect evidence. Press the A button to advance dialogue, and select the move option to move between scenes to investigate. The Ace Attorney Dingus Bingus game presents itself onto the Nintendo Switch 2 this winter season. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be alright now. Has your memory fully returned? Where the fuck did I get fully from? Yes, completely. I remember everything. Including what I was coming here to do. Oh my god, is he gonna tell us the thing? He can tell us the thing now! His famous thing! Right. Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. I fucking hate the Nintendo Direct writing so much, though. I mean, the worst one... The only thing worse than the Nintendo Direct one is the game for the Nintendo Switch 2 system bullshit that they do. I've talked about this plenty of times, but it was really funny seeing, like, Nintendo trying to, like, worm their way into, like, kids content, and they have their shitty little child actors be like, oh boy, hey Daniel, I can't wait to play Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World for the Nintendo Switch 2 system. You know? Oh, that game fucking sucks, Timmy. I want to play Yoshi and the Mysterious Book for the Nintendo Switch 2 system. It's like, shut up, man. I think Nintendo are just traumatized from, like, the Wii U. I think that's genuinely what it is. The fucking Corpo speak is, like, they're fighting, they're still not over, like, people thinking the Wii U was a tablet you hooked up to your Wii. I thought it was that. I remember being, like, 12, I think. I remember being 11. I remember, like, I remember being 11, and, like, I remember now. I remember being, like, 11 and just confidently saying to my friend who, like, thought the Wii U looked kind of stupid, like, no, you hook it up to your Wii and it makes it 50% more powerful. I was just talking out of my ass. I just made that shit up. I made that up. I just lied. I was a fucking liar. I mean, this, if you were a Wii U shooter back in the day, you had to just lie. You had to lie a little bit. You did just have to make shit up. Great. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia? It was the voice. This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over. Go to London, that's where your destiny awaits. It was that voice that guided me here to London. I'm so sorry for what's happened. Anyway, my memory might have returned to me, but there's something to it. There's something that won't return. There's something that won't return to the way it was before. What do you mean? I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon. Scary. It doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. No! Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart. Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our Empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery. He looks like he's gonna be, you know what this is? He has his pose where it looks like he's going in for a hug. This looks like he's gonna pinch your cheek. He's just like, there's much you could learn from the public gallery. Wait, no. No. I want to be in that trial. I want to be in that trial.
Hold it!
My fucking god. Before you go, Ryunosuke. What is it, Kazuma? I just wanted to thank you. Okay, we don't got beef. We don't got beef. You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean in my steed. And you carried out my role to perfection. You always were intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you. Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here. Oh. I actually have a favor to ask. Which is, this trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. Right in front of me, as the defense counsel. Yes! Yes! I don't give a fuck what Baron von Zeke says. Fuck him. Fuck him. He is a loser and a bomb. I would never say that about Pookie, actually. I'm lying. I can't even say that as a joke. He's my everything. I know you have what it takes. But Lord Van Zeeks would never have put his fate in my hands. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent. He does? It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, look at this. There's Greggy. Look at him. That's Lord Van Zeeks and Inspector Gregson. Wait, oh, he's the one in the middle. Van Zeek's learning both the prosecution and the defense of Japanese. He takes immediate fucking psychic damage. Van Zeeks is my problematic husband. I can fix him. I'm fucking saying. Look at Geggy. He's so fucking happy. In a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the look of it. And who's the third person? Is that his brother? Is that fucking... what's it, Clint? Not Clint. What was his fucking name again? It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office. In Gregson's office, you mean? Yes. What I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find some straight talking makes him take a different view. Rip Gregson theme. That's so sad. I think Gregson's amazing. Gregson's photograph has been entered into the court record. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? Just hurry, Ryunosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over. What are you doing, Kazuma? That's my fucking goat. Well, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Prison. Seeing defense. Look at my lawyer, dog. I'm going to jail. Van Zeek seeing the prosecutor. Look at my prosecution, dog. I'm going free. He's still reading that letter. This is how we find out that Lord Van Zeeks can't read. He's just been bluffing the whole time. I might even be able to read English faster than he can. Oh, Ryunosuke, I'm glad you're here. I've been reading this all day. Can you explain to me what you Can you explain to me what's so funny about this Garfield comic? I understand that he does not care for Mondays, but his distaste, it eludes me. but I can't turn a deaf ear to such insulting Nipponese. Oh, sorry, I didn't think you'd hear that. I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time. Yes, we heard that your trial was set for tomorrow. Which is none of your business, it's all my business. Have you found a lawyer? How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you. In other words, no. We were just talking to Lord Strongheart, and the prosecutor for your trial has been decided. I expect nothing less, though I have no idea who it is. It's going to be Kazuma Asogi. There we go. There we go. My learned Japanese friend, can you elaborate to me about this new Mei that you seems to be infatuated with? It's called, I believe, 6-7? What about this digit amuses them so? I must know. That made the color drain from his face. Ha, well then. It seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all. Yep, you love it. You love it. That is the psychic. He's gonna have that the whole fucking trial tomorrow. I can't do it good. I can't do it good. Yeah, Van G. 6-7 also makes the color drain from my face. So real, homie. I do wonder. It's funny. I could never bring myself. Hell, I could never bring myself to hate 6-7, cause I always think back to that post where like I always think back to that. What is it? I always think back to the post where it's the lady just like ordering food at a restaurant, and they call out order 6-7, and a bunch of kids in the restaurant are like 6-7, 6-7, and she just posts about that because she thought it was cute, and someone in the replies is like, I would have blown up the kids. That I want them put in a wood chipper, and she's just like, we need to find you joy. We have buddy. We're finding you joy. We're getting you to experience whimsy today. You gotta get whimsical with it. I don't know. I thought that was kind of real. And the killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. I hate it ironically mostly. Yo, that makes sense. That makes sense. No matter how you look at it, yeah. Like you're not actually like, listen. I can understand being like a little like annoyed by it, or like you just don't get why people find it funny, but like the people who actually get worked up over it, it's like, but that applies to any meme, I think. God, I remember back in the day of like, I think 2018, 2019, when like you had a lot of channels like you had channels dedicated to like explaining the meme. Behind the meme, that was it. There was a phase where like a bunch of fucking just lifeless chuds were like shitting on channels like that because they were like, no, oh yeah, know your meme. Yeah, they were shitting on like channels like that because they were like, no, you need to stop talking about memes because then the normies are gonna find them and they're gonna ruin it. And it's like, dude, you need to have something else to do. You have, it is truly not that deep. Truly. And I will say, there is a sign that 6-7 has like worked its way into my brain a little too much, because I was playing Mount Battle in Pokemon Colosseum, and I was on platform like 63 of 100 or something like that, and then like my brain, I was just tired as shit, and then my brain was like, oh, I'm gonna be on platform 6-7 soon. That's gonna be funny. And the kiddo, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name Asogi. Genshin Asogi was Kazuma-sama's father. So what cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court? I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Kazuma to you. It's what he does. No doubt he knew of the young man's true identity from the outset. But what could he have been hoping to achieve? And let's not forget that it was only 8 days ago that Kazuma recovered from his amnesia. Why would Long Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? Asogi. Asogi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. That bane is you Nipponese. I could fix him. Your hatred is of all Japanese. The Nipponese Bane. I'd only just been appointed as a prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother Clint. Oh, it is Clint, but yeah, I remember now. Racism dialogue option unlocked. My brother Clint, the director of prosecutions, was hunting down a mass murderer. The so-called professor. Assigned to the investigation as his partner was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard. And that was Genshin Asogi? Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous to the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man. Was it adamant or modest? So I lost everything when it happened. He used his jolly nature to outspeed my whole team. And they died. I got swept. My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, and any semblance of right prevailing over wrong. Oh, how awful. To avenge my brother, I prosecuted in Asogi's trial. It wouldn't ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered the ascribed prosecutor until he consented. What do you mean by the ascribed prosecutor? The man in charge of the Professor case inquiry, Lord Mayo Strongheart. Really? He was a highly accomplished prosecutor, but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisor instead. I did the calcs, it should have been a guaranteed 2-hit KO. Since that time, he's the one person to whom I felt indebted. I'm sure he must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor. Anyway, time passed, but then earlier this year, who should arrive in London but you? Ah. And of all things, as a lawyer. I felt your animosity by the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese. I kept telling myself it was illogical. For so many years that hatred had festered inside me, I could no longer control it. Ah, my racism! It's, taking over! And I can understand why now I know the history. But in the same way that I've long felt the Nipponese to be the bane of my life, to Kazuma Asogi, I am the bane of his, the Reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge, and he intends to take it in court tomorrow. Gregson's transfer to the Paris Police Prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month. But he'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy. Oh yes, come to think of it, he did mention something about that, didn't he? Oh, now Gina don't gotta go though. I wonder, does it happen often? Being transferred internationally, I mean. It's the first time I've ever encountered it. Oh. The Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place. Fortune. It sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed. I'm afraid to say that we were very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. We hear that he was considered something of a legend at Scotland Yard. Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself, by uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the Professor's identity. If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would never have been made. What sort of approach? After my brother's life was taken, the Professor and the Inspector pushed for a full autopsy. 10 years ago? Why is that so surprising? Autopsy was considered a desecration of the body at the time, and rarely performed, and my brother was of course a noble. That made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something Gregson had dug up in his investigations made him determined it was necessary. His powerful convictions somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death. You must have had great confidence in the Inspector's abilities then. And it's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life. I don't have confidence in anyone. Oh, damn. I'm sure Gregson felt the same way. I've no doubt that he thought of me as only as the ominous Reaper, just like the rest of London. Don't say that, Pookie. Everyone loves you. What was the true nature of... This is a great screenshot, actually. This is really good. I might have to yoink that sometime. They was Yowie. Your gun. About the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene. Ah, yes, that's not mine. Hey, Baron von Zeeks, is this your gun? Just double checking that's your gun. When I load it, does that remind you of whether or not it's your gun? Really? Because a common opinion seems to be that it is. What do you expect me to say to that? Lord Stronghold informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm. As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it's true. It's up your butt. When did you lose it then? That, I don't know. Did you get hit in the head? What's your fucking problem? I was issued with a revolver when I first became prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stowed it somewhere, I suppose, or left it somewhere, perhaps. It's not really his style, is it? You have something in common with Lord Van Zeeks after all, Mr. Naruhodo, a talent for misplacing things. No, this has nothing to do with me. Don't drag— Ryunosuke has the gun. Sticks barrel to his forehead. Lord Van Zeeks, do you recognize how this gun feels? Why doesn't Ryu get a gun? He has Lord Van Zeeks. He moved to Japan to steal Lord Van Zeeks' gun because he was jealous. Don't make the mistake of associating me with this Nipponese. Oh, that's tragic. Oh dear, the rift is very wide, isn't it? So that's not decisive evidence, clearly, but it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Can I could do that, couldn't I? I could just, like... Well, obviously the main thing I gotta send him is the fucking photo. I mean, realistically, I gotta show him this, right? This is the real fucking deal. Lord Van Zeeks, we came by this old photograph. Where did you get that? It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was long lost. Is the man on the left there? That's Clint. That's my brother. The person on the left is Lord Clint Van Zeeks. It's fucked up. I said, like, was his name Clint a while ago? And I was worried I was getting it mixed up with Clint from fucking Stardew Valley. Who is, like, the ultimate bomb. The ultimate loser and a bomb. It had to be, really. Apparently, this picture was prominently displayed in Gregson's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know. Were you aware of that? Respect? That's nonsense. He's so in denial. We've heard someone attest to it very clearly. Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time when things were like that. Yeah. We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter. Not the incel Smith brother of my racist husbando. Chud bros. They both went down different chud paths. Van Zeeks when he finds out someone doesn't fucking hate him. Right? He'd be so cute. He'd be so confused if he found me. Honestly. We were... Van Zeeks is just like, everyone hates me, I'm so misunderstood. I am nay but the Reaper of the Bailey, and I'm just like, I want you. Imagine someone killed your brother and then his son falsely accuses and convicts you of murder. Jesus Christ. That was a nice glimpse of the past, I thank you. He's gonna take me back to the past. To win the shitty trials that don't suck ass. Oh, I spat all over my screen. I thought that was worse than spit for a minute. I thought it was like broken. That's the first time I've touched that screen. I shouldn't have done that. I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then too. There was a glimmer of light in his eyes, a brief twinkle. An insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the stone-cold Reaper of the Bailey. Does he love me yet? Is he gonna let me defend him? Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, that's the first time he's actually used my actual name. I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or lawyers. But there's still one thing I'm willing to believe in. If he says me... What's that? That which you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth. That goes harder, actually. I saw that Clint is going to be an eligible bachelor for the next Stardew update. And it's like... who's this for? Who's this for? Honestly. Actually, out of curiosity, gang, any Stardew heads here, who's your go-to Stardew, like, romance target? That's a bad way to put it. Like, who are you picking out of the Stardew cast, basically? Everyone's got their go-to. You still can't fuck the wizard? What do we do? I'm saying! Who's the... Because there's... Who was revealed to be romanceable alongside Clint? It's Clint and one female character who I forgot. Is it the woman on the... in the desert? Or did I make that up? I might have made that up. Sandy, the desert vendor. That's it, thank you. Lord Van Zeeks. From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey almost a year ago now, I couldn't deny it, even though I dearly wished I could. Here is a loathsome Nipponese who has absolute integrity as a lawyer. There are only two other men I've known with that same look in their eyes. My brother Clint and Genshin Asogi. The man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust in the most hideous way. When you showed me that photograph just now, it reminded me... You mean this photograph? My go-to is Elliot, still. I think me and Elliot, we're like this. That being said, I wish the shit he liked was easier to get early game. That pisses me off. Back then I was able to laugh. I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. Sebastian, that's real too. It was gonna be shame, but I saw his room has the beer bottles strewn around on the floor, so I went U-turn. Yes. Yes. That's valid. Listen, I love a beer. I'm a beer head. Clean your fucking floor. Clean your floor, right? I will take 1 trillion beers before I take a messy ass floor. How's my floor doing? Am I being a fucking hypocrite? No, it's pretty good actually. It's pretty good. Okay, I think the top of my Wii came off. The little flap where the GameCube controllers go. That is on the floor. But it's an improvement. Since then, I've protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe. I'm so sorry. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. In tomorrow's trial, will you advocate for me? Let's fucking go. It's peak. It's peak. Of course I will. It would be an honor. I'm so pleased, Mr. Naruhodo. Then my life is in your hands. For Lord Van Zeeks, that must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask, which is why I simply cannot let the man down. Tomorrow in the Old Bailey against my old friend, Kazuma. It's so fucking peak. It's so peak. I also like Alex's beefy joke. That's real. For me, it's like, who? I think the first time I played, I went for Abigail. You know. And then after Abigail, who did I fucking go for? There's one between Abigail and Elliot that I went for, and I don't remember. Troll after this is insane. I can't fucking wait. Might have been Emily. I forgot. Okay. I mean, that is a good stopping point for today. But, like, goddamn, this game is fucking awesome. It's so fucking good. I love this game so much. Nope. It's trying to show me shit from tomorrow. Nope. Nope. Game saved. Game is saved. But this shit is amazing. I love this game so fucking much. We'll get back to this pretty soon, I think. We'll get back to this pretty soon. I have a bad habit of leaving the Great Ace Attorney to, like, fucking marinate for, like, a long-ass time. And, I'm not doing that this time. Not doing that. Nuh-uh. Nope. I will be the gamer. I will be a fiendish gamer. That being said, tomorrow, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We're gonna do more Explorers of Sky. Mostly the witness characters fucking suck ass in my opinion. Okay. That's a, we'll see what happens. Oh, wait, are we gonna have to deal with the fucking corn girl? Or is she later? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'll get back to this pretty soon. And maybe soonish I will try and do that that stream where I just maybe like a very short like test stream. Like a real short test stream where I just like point the camera at the fucking CRT and I run some shit. I think that could be kind of cute and fun. I might have to I want to go make a cool snack. I'm kind of like what do I want? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking couscous salad, but like I put more stuff in the couscous salad. I think that could be fucking yummy. Usually when I make couscous salad, it's literally just like chopped up cherry tomatoes and fucking chickpeas. I'm glad I'm becoming a chickpea head. Chickpeas are so fucking nice. I used to be really weird about the texture. Like, I liked chickpeas, but I couldn't get over the texture, and I just randomly decided to fucking get over it. Awesome. Life is good. Life is good. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat some cool food. This was a really good stream. I love this game to fucking pieces. It's so fucking fun. I will catch you all at a later date. And by later date, I mean tomorrow. Bye-bye.